my place. We share the rent and a couple beers. Sometimes at night we sit pretty close. When we're watching the game, he whispers in my ear. We go fishing and camping most weekends, just two guys in a one-man tent. He compliments my form when I cast my line, says I've got talents that heaven sent. He may brush my hand when passing the salt, and I might not mind at all, but that don't mean a thing, y'all. I ain't gay, but my boyfriend is. He likes when I wear my tight blue jeans. I let him stay in my bed all night, but I close my eyes, so I'm still straight. We share showers to save on bills, and what happens in there is just being thorough. I ain't gay, but my boyfriend is. It's just bros being bros, nothing more. We hit the honky-tonk on Friday nights. I talk to girls while he waits at home. Then later on I might let him massage my back, and things progress as the night rolls on. He does this thing that makes me shiver, but I picture trucks the whole dang time. If his lips happen to land where they shouldn't, I just pretend it's all in my mind. His hands might wander below my belt, and I might guide them there, but I'm thinking of Daisy Duke, I swear. I ain't gay, but my boyfriend is. He knows exactly what makes me tick. I'm on his name in the dead of night, but I'm wearing camo, so I can't be queer. The walls are thin in my mama's house, so I bite the pillow when he does his thing. I ain't gay, but my boyfriend is. Just two cowboys riding the range. We got matching tattoos on a dare. Our bank accounts somehow got combined. When he's on his knees in front of me, I watch football to keep my mind occupied. My daddy caught us once in the barn, but I had a beer in my hand, so he let it slide. When I call him darling on the phone, I make sure to spit tobacco after I've replied. I ain't gay, but my boyfriend is. Our bodies fit like a lock and key. I may hold him tight throughout the night, but I drive a truck, so that makes me straight. We're getting married next Saturday, but that's just for the insurance benefits. I ain't gay, but my husband is. I ain't gay, I just love him to bits.
Oh man,
You look so
what
amazing
the
in
fuck
that
is
sundress.
this? Wait, hold on. Why did it just randomly
Wonder
play
what
this?
you look like when you're undressed. I can see the future in your eyes. You know I would never tell you lies. I just wanna
Hold
see
on.
you smile, so stick around a while, baby.
Hi, Karn.
I see your man blowing
Hi, Ben.
up
Hi,
your
Fox. Hi,
phone,
PVT. Hi, Captain
telling
C.
you
Hi,
that you
Gamma.
need to come home. If that clown, he ain't about a thing. Look, I don't see no engagement ring.
That was me. Yes,
You
Karn.
said
That was
he
me.
did you dirty. So what's the harm in flirting, baby? Cause your boyfriend's a bitch. He ain't shit. He gets
Yeah.
sucked on my dick. I ain't with all that shit. Why he do you like this?
It's not the
when
right
you're
song, but it's
home
okay.
all
I don't know why it
alone?
played
he
this,
out
but
fucking around with them hoes?
do I have autoplay on? I don't
Cause your
even see
boyfriend's a
autoplay.
bitch. He ain't shit. He gets sucked on my dick. I ain't with all that shit. Why he do you like this when you're home all alone? Why he out?
Okay, with
fucking
commentary you
around
never know
with
these days.
them
That's so
hoes?
true. That's so true.
All your friends tell you you need to let go.
If you see that GIF
Seem
that
like
I
he still
sent
got
you,
your ass in check,
the
though.
first one, that's how you know it's
You ain't
me.
never cheated on your man.
That's how you know it's me, Karn.
So why the fuck do he still got your hand? Girl, you could do
Hi,
so
Cody.
much better. He ain't even got no cheddar, baby.
It's not the right song. It's not the good song. So we're going to end it. Here, I got to show you guys something. Look. I did get the video you sent me, Cody. Look, Biscuit has the hiccups. Oh.
It's kind of hard to sound tough when you're hiccuping.
The GIF is your calling card. Yeah, pretty much. Look at. Look at, he's got the hiccups. Now look at this one. It's a fat rat on the grass.
Oh my, he's scared.
What the fuck was that? What was that voice? Was that an AI voice? What? That was
the
a
agile
robot.
beast.
What?
We'll go further. He won't.
What is this?
Oh.
What? What is this sound? Okay, hold on. There's also this one. It's auto dubbed. Oh. I just thought I'd let you guys know about this real quick before we get started. I would have gotten on sooner, but my fucking headache was terrible. I had a really bad headache. And I tried taking Tylenol and it didn't really work. So I just had to literally sit there. Hi, Cryptid. I had to sit there and like just stare at the ceiling and just like hope for it to go away. It was bad. Every time I put my headset on, it hurt like a bitch. What are you giving me, Cryptid? What is this? Bombed an exam this morning, got crop dusted by an old man fart on the train back. My life is a sick joke. Dinner. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fucking eggs. And they look disgusting. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're now dating. Never give up. Girl I like called her dog good boy. Thought she was talking to me. I blushed and she called me weird. Burnt white rice. I can't laugh this loud. I can't laugh this loud. My wife is trying to sleep. I can't laugh this loud. One of you reported my last post under investigation for my ex in the past. Boiled hot dogs. Finally got a date after being completely alone for 4 years. Got performance anxiety and she ghosted me. Tuna and rice. Oh my god. I can't laugh super loud. Oh, 24. I've wasted 4 years of my life having to take care of 3 disabled family members. All my money goes to them. I work 7 days a week, 361. 361. And I at least you get 4 days off. And I haven't had more than $80 to my name in over 4 years. Dog shit, macaroni, tomato sauce with chicken. I tried to make for an experiment. I'm gonna drink tonight. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hi, Raven. Oh my god. Woke up and I'm still 5'7", foraged berries. Oh, this is just a croissant. Oh, what is this? Is that tomato? Is that ketchup on ice cream? 12,000 pounds in debt and eating slop because I hate my life at a point where I wouldn't mind being the cis male boy toy for M to F trans girl harem. Oh my god, man. Ah, dude, this is such a great subreddit, bro. Roommate of 5 years is moving out. I have 1 week to move. What is this? I've never averaged 100 viewers ever, Raven. What are you talking about? I've never averaged over 100. Asked a female coworker out on a coffee date and she started crying. I'm scared to go to work tomorrow. Chicken and cheese sandwich. This shit looks horrible. Dude. I'm such an unlovable I think like the highest I've ever averaged is around like 40. I think 40 is maybe the highest I've ever averaged ever. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Prime Marcus had more than Aiden and Snickers combined. I don't think so. I did at one point have more than Dickers back in the day, but Dickers wasn't averaging 100 back then. I had to let one of those out for you guys. Let's finish up our little video real quick though. There was a point where I did average around a little more than Dickers at times. And Rao as well. But I've never gone over 40 as an average. Mark is gonna be big, okay? You guys just watch. I just have to get back into streaming consistently. I left for like 2 weeks, and for like 2 months I didn't consistently stream every week. I had like multiple weeks where I just didn't stream. So like that's kind of the biggest issue, is like you lose a lot of your viewers when you just don't stream. So I just have to get back into consistently streaming, and then on top of that, I do want to upload videos. Bro, Marcus was beating Kai Cenat. True. And then I want to get back into making videos, but probably not commentary style videos. I hope you guys know that. Probably not commentary videos. All right, now we can get into the real drama. Now we can actually get into the real stuff. That was a good laugh. Thank you, Cryptid. That was actually a good laugh. That was really good. We'll have to check out that subreddit more. We'll have to check out that subreddit before streams more often. But we have a few dramas. We have the Otterlynoah stuff and the Tectone stuff. And I think we could get through the Tectone stuff a little quicker than the Otterlynoah stuff, because that one's like a whole ass stream. Dickers apparently... Okay, so Dickers got into like an argument with Chud Logic for 3.5 hours today. I don't know why. I don't know why he got into such a long argument with him over the problem, because I'm going to keep it real. I'm not saying Chud is wrong, but I think like overall both sides were right in a sense, but it didn't need to be 3.5 hours of arguing. It could have been very easily summed up. Water. But let's get through this Tectone stuff. Gamma made a small video. I just want to peek in on the Tectone stuff. We might peek in a little more and dive in a little more, because I know that fuck, what's his face? I forgot his name. Mizkif also dived into the Tectone stuff, and then there was a whole thing there. But let's just look through this Gamma video first. We'll see if we want to dip our toes in further. And then we do have a possible reoccurring Cece drama stuff. I heard apparently recently she actually threw one of the girls under the bus, but speculative, I don't know. Chud just needs to be put in home. He's lost it. He kind of has lost it. I don't know what he was arguing about today. It wasn't making a lot of sense.
Now, if you're anything like me, you've probably been waiting for this story to reach its climax for like about the past year. Now, yes, of course, this has to do with Tectone, but let me start with something a little bit less recent before we go on to the current news. For me personally, what really drew me into the story, what really immersed me, was Shamu's very well done video, Tectone, Twitch's most abusive liar. Now, for anybody who needs a quick refresh of why Tectone
has he gone senile? He has. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I got so confused from what Chud was even arguing for, because okay, I'm gonna summarize this up because I did watch the stream, but we're gonna go over it a little bit when we see it. My problem with this was, I don't know why, but everybody who wanted to talk to Otterly was all in a call together, talking to Otterly, and it didn't make much sense, because it looks like we're dogpiling. It looks like these guys are dogpiling Otterly. Keep in mind, Otterly's the one who set up the call. So, but from the outside in, people are going to think that he didn't set up the call. That's the problem. It looks like everyone's dogpiling on him, which is bad because it makes it look like we're dogpiling on a guy. Keep in mind, Otterly is like autistic. I think it has like autism or something. I could be wrong. I could be dead wrong. But it looks like we're like dogpiling on an autistic guy, which is not what's the case. That's not what they were trying to do. Mrao even stated this. I don't know if he stated this on stream, but Mrao like very clearly was more into the idea of just doing a one-on-one call. I think Dickers might have wanted that too, but I don't know. I didn't pay close attention to what Dickers wanted. And then you come out with autism. I'm 35 and got diagnosed with autism earlier this month and some other stuff. Then I watch crazy people on the internet and I realize autism is pretty cool compared to some. I think there's different forms. There's definitely some pretty rough forms. I think there's definitely some forms of autism that people could definitely handle better than others. That's for sure. But I don't think I don't think Noah here, sorry, not Otterly. I don't think Noah here has got like autism on a degree where it's like he can't function. He can clearly function. He has functioning. He can function. He knows how to talk about things. He knows he's not like, how do I put this? He's not mentally like retarded. He's not like some incapable of functioning person. He can function. But it just looks bad when you have all these people who are disagreeing with him in one call with him there. So that's what Chud was jumping in on. Chud was jumping in on that. And then Chud, I don't think Chud knew what he was talking about, to be clear. We'll get into it in a second.
Is currently in trouble. I highly recommend you go
level
watch
1, I gotta
that
rank
video
up.
to kind of dig yourself into the lore, because if you're not informed, that video will actually offer or open up a whole new door for you when it comes to the story. So where do we begin here, really? Now, let's try to bring you guys up to speed for this story for those of you that aren't really invested, and for some ex or maybe even potentially still current Tectone fans. Now, if you guys don't know, what's going on right now is that Tectone currently lost his hearing against his ex-girlfriend known as Pinky Chew. I think that this is funny to say, but I think this might actually be a shocking revelation for a lot of people, because when these allegations first released from Pinky Chew, when she claimed that Tectone orally, not a lot of people actually saw those allegations as valid, and some people even went as far as to claim that she faked a police report with the Austin Police Department. At the time, Tectone was met with a lot of support, with people claiming that he was such a nice guy, they couldn't have done anything wrong. And looking back at it, it's actually incredibly ironic how people just let him slide by for so long. And if you look back at his response at the time, it's even more ironic. He says, "I want to make this extremely clear. Everything she accuses me of
okay.
in her statement is a complete lie. Nothing about these accusations is true. They are entirely made up." And then he says later on, "I am certain that when all the facts are laid out, my innocence will be unquestionable." Well, he's had a day in court with a protective order hearing, and as it turns out, when the facts were presented in court, they didn't really rule in his favor. Now, of course, I'm not going to bore you with details of reading through these extensively long court documents, so instead, I'll use this summary by JStock. Multiple streamers and YouTubers have already read through these documents and largely have come with a similar conclusion. I also also trust that J-Stock got the facts of these documents correct. I'm just giving you a little bit of a disclosure warning and a little bit of transparency. As J-Stock states on this tweet, the official protective order was filed with Travis County today, as well as Tectone's affidavit confirming he knows he can no longer possess firearms. Here are the highlights.
He can no longer. That's okay. Hold on. That's crazy, bro. He can no longer possess firearms. Why is that? Well, wait. Now I'm actually curious as to why they ruled he can't even possess firearms.
Documents. The courts find there are reasonable grounds to believe Tectone both sexually assaulted and stalked Pink. The court believes it's likely the stalking would persist if he is not legally barred from it. The protective order persists until January 23, 2036. Tectone will...
Holy shit. Wait, hold on. Tectone. Brother, you said... Usually, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it so real. I feel like a lot of court cases, when it comes to like assaults or anything, a lot of the time I feel like court cases just never find enough to really convict people. The fact that this guy had the audacity, the gall, the kahungas to claim that he was going to slam down up. I'm going to win this. I have all the evidence to prove I did nothing. Just for him to lose and basically have the court believe that they do think he was he was abusive is crazy. The court finds there are reasonable grounds to believe Tectone both sexually assaulted and stalked Pink. Or sexually assaulted. That's what I meant to say. The court believes it is likely the stalking would persist if he was not legally barred from it. The protection order persists until 2036, January 23rd, 2036. Holy shit, 10 years? Tectone will pay $15,000 in Pink's lawyer's fees. Tectone cannot share any photos, videos of Pink with anyone. Tectone cannot communicate with Pink directly or indirectly except through her lawyer. Oh my goodness, bro. He's this guy, he lost.
will pay
Holy shit.
$15,000 in Pink's lawyer fees. Tectone cannot share any photos or videos of Pink with anyone. Tectone cannot communicate with Pink directly or indirectly except through her lawyer. Tectone cannot engage in any conduct that is reasonably likely to harass, annoy, alarm, abuse, torment, or embarrass Pink directly.
Like, bro,
Tectone cannot go with...
I'm being dead serious. If the court finds him to be guilty on a degree where he has to have a protective order against him for 10 straight years, he can't communicate with her, he can't share photos or videos with her, he actually, like, you're not even wrong, Cody. Like, bro, he fucking said, well, it's out there, I guess. The verdict is here. He sexually assaulted Pink, which that's not even, like, that's fucked up. Like, that's actually fucked up. But imagine losing your gun rights in Texas. I know, dude. How do you lose this bad? Bro. Oh my god. He can't go within 200 yards of Pikachu or her residence or her place of work. And he can't possess or receive firearms. What does that even... Okay, that's alarming in my opinion, by the way. That to me is crazy. Is this normal? Is Gamma here? Is Gamma here at all to explain this to me? Because maybe I don't understand this. I feel like that the court is literally saying he cannot possess or receive firearms is essentially, it feels like as if the court is saying, like, we're worried what he might do to her kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit, man. Tectone cannot engage in any conduct that is reasonably likely to harass, annoy, alarm, abuse, torment, or embarrass Pink directly. He can't even annoy her. He can't... Bro, imagine she's just sitting there and she's thinking about him and she's like, man, he's annoying me. Call up the lawyers. I'm kidding. But this is alarming. Like the ability to possess and receive firearms being taken away feels alarming to me. Like, what did they find or what did they receive from Pikachu that ultimately led to them being like, yeah, you can't have firearms, man. We got to take that shit away. Like,
within
fuck.
200 yards of Pinky Chew or her residence or her place of work. Tectone cannot possess or receive firearms. Now, there are some people trying to claim that because he lost in a civil case, it doesn't actually mean that he did anything wrong. That's not true. That's not true at all. There are people like Legal Mindset, for example, who will go out of their way to say Pinky Chew went to a biased court with a biased judge and venue shopped.
Bro, people will claim anything nowadays. Like, it's actually insane, bro, just to sweep. It's like the sweeping in today's time has evolved because I've never seen such sweepage in my life. He lost. Okay, he can't go near her at all. He can't talk about her, can't share photos of her. He can't do shit involving her. He has to erase her from his life. And he can't even... Somehow this has led to him not even being able to own firearms in the state of Texas. He's cooked. This man is cooked. This man is so cooked. What are we talking about, man?
At a different county to find a court that'll favor her case, which, in my opinion, is an incredibly bad faith way of presenting this entire situation. Typically, the standard...
Also, I want to point out, saying that almost... I feel like it predicts what the... counter predicts. Fuck, what is the word? Why did I forget the word? It essentially goes against what I feel like they're saying, because they're saying that they're going to a biased judge. Oh, this is a biased judge. It's in her favor. It's in her favor. It's like... And then you say you want him to go to a certain judge. How am I supposed to trust that this judge that you want to go to isn't biased? That this judge yourself that you're going to isn't biased themselves? Like, what? Saying there's a biased judge is actually, like, oh. Okay.
Is that once it is proven in court, whether it is a civil case or a criminal case, that'll give the accuser's allegations actual credibility. I mean, come on. How many people have consistently complained about Me Too time and time again, and then complained about the lack of a police report, which in this case was actually real, contrary to what a lot of people were saying.
Well, see, exactly, but that's what I mean is, it's like I said, now, I feel like nowadays we've gotten into insane sweepage. I don't think there's a lot of common sense in today's time. It's like, if you have a side, you stick to the side no matter what. It feels like people don't know how to just, like, jump off the boat. Like, it's kind of crazy. Because it's true. It's like, you know, with the whole Me Too stuff and a lot of people claiming, like, where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? And it's like, here's the evidence for an instance where a guy got called a fucking rapist, and all these fans were like, I want to see the evidence. There's no evidence. And then he loses in court. And they're like, not good enough. Not good enough. Judge is biased. The judge is biased. It's like, bro, what are we talking about? She did exactly what you asked of her. She won. Oh, okay. I don't want to use politics as an example, okay? Bear with me here, chat. Bear with me here, chat. I don't want to use politics, but I'm going to use politics here. It's like with the Preddy stuff, all right? It's like with the ICE Preddy stuff that happened in Minnesota recently. There's a literal video that shows you literally everything, start to finish, shows you how exactly Preddy didn't do anything bad or anything. It's not like he was, like, waving a gun around, pointing it at people. He was simply just trying to help a lady up, and then they ganged up on him, beat him up, and then shot him. It's like, there's evidence sitting right in front of your face. You give the evidence. It's like that Patrick meme, where it's like, is this your wallet? And he's like, yup. So this is your ID. And he's like, nope. Or whatever the fuck he says. I can't remember what he says. That's literally what is going on. Like, in almost every circumstance nowadays when it comes to this shit. It's so fucking ridiculous. Everybody has to, like, fucking... It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Nobody could just, like, look at this and be like, damn, I was wrong. Tectone's, like... he sexually assaulted a woman. That's, like, fucked up. No, they have to keep defending him no matter what. It's so fucking stupid, dude.
Saying back in 2025. How many people have complained about not actually taking the person to court because they don't actually have a case? In this case, it appears that they actually did end up going to court. And it turns out that the court ruled against Tectone's favor. Now, I don't have to tell you the obvious. Multiple people have been saying this. A 10-year protective order isn't just something that is easily granted. It's not just something that happens every day.
Yeah, no, dude, that shit is hard.
A biased judge that favors a woman. That's just not the case. This is a very...
It's like I said earlier, in most cases, this is definitely rough for women. It's definitely not great for women, but in most cases, I feel like women can never really win the case because there needs to be like substantial proof to prove that somebody sexually assaulted you. And if you don't have enough, your fucking rapist could walk away scot-free and it won't matter. If he's getting a 10-year fucking restraining order or whatever the fuck it's called, that's kind of crazy. That's 10 years, bro. He's going to be in his 40s or whatever. He's going to be like close to 50. He's going to be hitting 50 soon. I don't remember how old he is. He might be in his 20s, actually. I don't know how old he is. I don't know his age, but
A serious thing that has heavy implications.
What the fuck was that?
However, Tectone will respond and say that there's a lot of misconceptions to try to muddy the waters and make it seem as if nothing actually occurred, or that what did occur is actually very minor.
Guys, real quick. Why the fuck is this on? Guys, real quick, let me correct some shit I see being said about me. I wasn't convicted of a crime. I wasn't involved in criminal proceeding. No, I am not going to fucking jail or facing any criminal punishment. Guys, this was a civil hearing with a significantly lower standard of proof than a criminal proceeding. Give me a bit. I gotta finish a couple more things up, and we'll talk after. Appreciate y'all.
So here Tectone says, guys, real quick, let me correct some shit I see being said about me. I wasn't convicted of a crime.
Oh, he fucking read it. God damn it.
Proceeding. No, I'm
Sorry,
not
Gamma.
going to jail or facing any criminal punishment. Guys, this was a civil hearing with a significantly lower standard of proof than a criminal proceeding. Give me a bit. I gotta finish a couple more things up, and we'll talk after. Appreciate y'all. Now, he's heavily emphasizing the significantly lower standard of proof because he wants to make it seem as if he was given a bad hand, that he was unfairly misrepresented, that he was, like, very poorly treated during this whole proceeding. However, I highly doubt that's the case. Tectone has been actively hiring lawyers over the last year.
This is just what I believe I've been told by my lawyers, which for some reason people think I don't have. I have 3 of them. I don't know why people think I don't have lawyers. Well, no. 3, and I'm about to get a 4th. Yeah, I don't know why people don't think I have
Why do you need... Am I crazy? Why would you need 4 lawyers? What is the necessity of 4 of them? I don't see why you would ever need 4 lawyers. Ever. Unless you're in deep shit. Unless you're in deep shit. Then I don't see why you would need that many lawyers. I don't know. Am I crazy?
I don't know why they say that. But yeah, anyways. Have you watched Cartel the gameplay? No, I haven't got there yet. But yeah. 3, yeah, of course. Well, 1 works in a team, and the other one's kind of like one where he helped for online issues, but he doesn't have any jurisdiction in Texas. So now I'm trying to get another one for another specific issue with the same person I'm having to hopefully speed things along, but we'll see. But yeah, the jokes that are told behind closed doors for this shit is hilarious. But when justice is served, and I do believe that justice will be served, it's going to be great, and I'm very, very, very excited.
To cover different areas of the law? Oh. Actually, you know what? You're right, Bacon. I kind of completely forgot that there is literally so many different lawyers for different things. But, like, why would you have lawyers on standby, I guess is what I mean. You know? Like, why would you ever, like, need a lawyer on standby, I guess, is kind of what I don't get. Like, I feel like when you get into a circumstance, you could just call up a lawyer. You know what I mean? Hi, Bacon, by the way.
Excited. And,
ready for this? There's Tectone with some of his lawyers leaving the courtroom. You can tell by his walk. You can tell by this. There he is.
You can tell by his bald head.
The walk of shame as he lost a court case to Pink Chip.
Dude, he's letting Mizkif own him, dude.
Who that walk is? That it's him.
He's letting Mizkif own him.
Even if there was a significantly lower standard of evidence, I just want to say, and this is entirely speculation, you don't have to believe me at face value, and in fact, I don't want you to, but it's very telling. It is extremely telling that somebody walks into a court with 3 to 4 lawyers in a case with a significantly lower standard of evidence.
See, that's exactly what I was saying. That's why I was saying, like, why would you need 3 lawyers for such a case that doesn't need that many lawyers, quote unquote, doesn't need that many lawyers? Like, I feel like you only need one. Like, if you feel like you're innocent, you just need the simple, like, one lawyer for the certain case. But he's got fucking... Why are you even in there with 3? Like, like, what purpose do you need 3 of them for? Other than, like, you're cooked. Other than you're, like, you're actually cooked. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's...
Evidence and doesn't get the result that they want. Now, again, this might not even mean anything, which is why I have to re-clarify. This is just speculation, but it definitely makes me think.
And as for the info that Mizkif leaked,
Good
it's
God,
just not
man.
as
Pegasus. He's let himself go, man.
damning as he wants it to
Jesus.
be at this stage, considering it was a civil case. Now, if
You're trying to tell me everything I said is not damning because it's a civil case? Then, brother, you should just delete your entire YouTube channel and never talk about anybody because...
Why are we letting Mizkif win? Why are we letting Mizkif win? What is going on? What is happening? Why is Mizkif winning? So true. Pegasus, delete your channel, please.
Nothing matters. Nothing matters. You sound like nothing matters. Like, are you really trying to say that what Tectone did does not matter because it's a civil court case?
I have a confession to make, chat. I have a confession to make. I used to watch Pegasus. I actually used to watch a little bit of Pegasus back in the day, okay? Bear with me here. Bear with me here. It was just back in the day. I think I was in high school. I don't remember watching him outside of high school. How long ago has he been... How long has he been making videos? 5 years ago? No, this is his More Pegasus channel. Okay, where's his regular channel? Oldest. 6 years ago. Okay, yeah. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. So I was in high school. Try to broaden the scope somehow. Get the prosecution muddled up in whatever legal loopholes there are barely relevant. Dear God, Marcus. My bad. I used to watch, like I said, I've said this before, back in high school, man, I used to watch, like, I even watched a Cheeto back then, man. I was watching a Cheeto and Sensitive and Pegasus and Diesel Patches and all of them back in high school. Multiple lawyers is for companies and legal lawfare. Okay.
He has 2 girls that basically went completely silent and went after him when she has evidence and proof. And look, I understand if you want to say that, like, allegedly and like this is not it, we don't know for sure, because yeah, people don't have the transcripts. Maybe he doesn't have that.
Of course,
but it's just so disgusting.
if it goes
Now, just like anybody else, I really don't...
Actually, you know, I'll put it this way. I actually don't watch commentary. Like, at all. The only times I'll ever watch commentary is if I'm chilling in a voice chat, when I'm rarely chilling in a voice chat with other people, and like they're watching a stream, or I'll tune in to like a Mrao stream once in a while, or a Gamma stream, or maybe a Dicker stream. But for the most part, I actually don't watch commentary. Like, I've stopped completely watching commentary. The only people I actually still watch is like is technically Critical, because I like watching Critical. I just like when he talks about like random stupid shit. I know, sue me. I like watching the milk toast taste like opinion guy, and I don't care. He's a fun watch. He's like the only person I actually watch. Other than that, I don't really like... I watch a lot more, I guess, gaming. I don't really watch... Do I even watch YouTube that much? I don't know what I watch, man. I'm actually thinking about it. I don't really watch too much. I stopped watching YouTube a lot recently. I don't know. Commentary is just... I've grown out of watching commentary. I've been more into just streaming and watching it here. Like, this is where I'll watch most of my videos, is here. I don't watch stuff off screen, like, commentary-wise. I just watch it for stream.
Want to defend Mizkif here. I don't really like the guy, never really have. But in this case, he's not even incorrect. I hate to make the defense, But just because you don't like somebody, just because somebody may be seen as an unreliable narrator, or just because they might have their own allegations and are known to be pretty terrible in their own right, doesn't necessarily mean that they can't be truthful or that they can't be reliable in certain circumstances. In this case, Miskiff is absolutely correct. There are court documents available that do suggest that what Miskiff is saying is true. The fact that people are going out of their way to try to make it seem that because this is a civil case and because the standard of evidence is significantly lower doesn't correlate to Tectone doing anything wrong is absolutely disgusting. It is absolutely insane. I think it's also really important to mention that a lot of these people have their own biases. Tectone has repeatedly shouted out Pegasus and his videos. As far as we know, Legal Mindset and Tectone might be really good friends behind the background. And these are all people that produce content that most people also take at face value. I think that there needs to be some serious accountability here. Tectone is not this saint that he proclaims himself to be. He never has been, and he's always been a pretty consistent liar. Short video, that's all. Bye.
Oh, I guess that's it. Bye. All right. Well, so I guess what we've learned about Tectone, he he raped. He okay. Okay. He sexually assaulted. He sexually assaulted Pikachu. I guess by technicality, allegedly sexually assaulted her. But I think I think winning the civil suit is enough for me to believe that there definitely is enough evidence because, like I said, I feel like in a lot of circumstances, you don't win those cases. Like, as a woman, like if it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, just if you're going in trying to get a restraining order, you got to have some significant proof. And not only getting a 10-year, but also not being able to own firearms is like, I don't know, that's crazy to me. Like there has to be enough evidence to be pretty damning for you to take that as your deal. I feel like a lot of people just get like a year or two restraining order. That's a 10-year restraining order. He's going to be 42 by the time that shit's lifted. And he can't even talk about her. He can't say anything about her to other people. He has to literally shut her out completely. Like, yeah, that's worrisome in my opinion. That's worrisome. Does it mean completely that he, sexually assaulted or it was like really bad? I guess not. I guess it doesn't mean like specifically he did something like really, really bad. But I don't know. I think it definitely suggests that there was something. There's something there that happened that he did that is bad enough to warrant like a 10-year restraining order. I don't know, like especially not being able to own weapons as well. There's something there that he did that was pretty bad. So just saying. But now I think we can get into the Otterlynoah situation where they did a fucking call. I think this is going to be a fun one to watch. I remember listening to it while I was at work. I tuned out at a certain point. This guy's pretty annoying. But I'll keep it short here, all right? I'll keep the explanation short. If you don't know the situation, which I assume half of you guys, if not all of you guys already know by now. This Otterlynoah guy got caught stealing and plagiarizing Shamu's video on Tectone. And we all love Shamu. I'm here to defend Shamu because I love Shamu because he's such an awesome guy. He's honestly the greatest, most awesomest guy I've ever met. He's so cool. And also something about Nick Andros, but we'll get into that in a second because I don't think his is as bad. But Otterlynoah plagiarized his video. It's very clear and obvious. But the bigger problem is that he has a consistent history of doing this because other people have pointed it out to him multiple times. So a bunch of commentary dudes got into a call with him to discuss it, and it kind of went downhill, but I still think he lost. I don't think it really matters all that much, but here. We'll get started. We'll start it up. Let's get everybody in here.
What happened? You say Morale, pedophile, has jumped on this.
Is he a furry? I don't think so. I explained this a little earlier, but Bacon, I don't know if you were here. The big problem is that I do believe Otterlynoah is autistic, or he's functioning. He can function and stuff. That's not like, he's not like incapable of functioning, but he is autistic. And I think the problem is that nobody wanted to like dogpile him or go crazy on him because it would look like you're beating down on like an autistic guy. But I think Mrao, I don't know if he talked about it on stream today or another time. I have no fucking clue. But Mrao, I think, made a very good point. And Mrao, he said this specifically, either just to me or maybe on stream, but he said that he wishes that he could have had a one-on-one call with the guy and that we should have dunked on him because everybody was going so insanely light on him to a point where it felt like he was pointless. It felt like all of this was pointless. No, it never felt like we were getting anything out of him because all he was saying was like, I'll take the L on that. I'll take the L on that. But it never felt like he was actually, making a change. And then, spoiler warning, but after this call, he literally started up a stream, or he was still on stream, and then people in his chat or other people were trying to convince him that he was gaslit and that he actually didn't plagiarize anybody. So he came up with that opinion where he was like, no, I didn't actually plagiarize anybody. Then the day after, he started up a stream where I guess apparently a few women were crying in a call with him, saying they're so disappointed in him and all this shit. It's a fucking mess. At the end of the day, he lost. If you love Shamu so much, why don't you marry him? Okay, I will. Okay, I will. It's a fucking mess, dude. The way it was handled was terrible. Mrao is right. It should have been a one-on-one call. It doesn't matter if it was Dickers or if it was just Shamu or whoever. It should have been a one-on-one call. It should not have been this many people. Because, like, at the end of the day, it didn't go anywhere. This whole call barely went anywhere, I feel. And I'll show you guys in a second. You guys will see.
Inevitably. Same with Kinoflex. A doxer.
Kinoflex, though.
I completely forgot to mention this. Otterly also made a bold claim that Shamu was attempting to dox him. He was attempting to dox him because someone on Twitter apparently doxed him or quote unquote had his dox. I have no fucking clue. And I guess it had something to do with Shamu didn't dox him. Okay, let's just keep it blunt. Shamu didn't dox him. He didn't dox him at all. He didn't do anything. Shamu didn't do anything wrong. He at the end of the day, the whole point is that Nick Andros and Shamu, they didn't do anything wrong. Otterly or Noah or however, he did plagiarize. He plagiarized Shamu, and then he took Nick Andros' watermark off, which I don't really care much about that one, but he did plagiarize. He did plagiarize Shamu, like 100%. He literally took chunks of his video out and just made it up as his own. It was pretty bad.
Guy in the Mrao stream, which is ironic. You say this ain't.
Oh wait, these are messages that I've not even seen. Could you post these, Deckers?
Yeah, post those in the group chat there.
Oh yeah, he did claim Mrao was a pedophile.
Sure. So then somebody says, "Yeah," to which you reply and send a video from somebody called Wanted in 6 States, and you say the video outing Mrao as a pedophile. Here we go.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, that I'm looking at the chat here. I can also,
if I'm not mistaken, if he's referring to Wanted in 6 States, if I'm not mistaken, that's the dude who like deleted the video or something. And the video in itself is literally just him trying to claim Mrao as like a degenerate freak for the Sonic OO stuff. Keep in mind, Sonic OO is like a known VR chat like predator, where he like had multiple like VR chat rooms where it had like sexual skin. He made a lot of sexual skins, and he allowed minors into the like rooms and stuff. And what was another thing he also did? He also got like, did he dick ride a minor or did a minor dick ride him? I don't fucking know. One of the two. It doesn't matter. He's a fucking degenerate. He's a weirdo. He's a freak. And the the fucking Wanted in 6 States guy tried to claim Rao is like a pedo because he made like, what was it again? It was like, it wasn't just that call, it was like other stuff as well with Sonic, but it was that whole drama where like Aiden asked me questions or something on his stream. Because there was a call with Meme Rao. God, what is his fucking name? Oh, Ryan Thomas, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships.
Hello, princess.
Went to Typhlosion, huge.
Thank you,
Hamna, I
Ryan
haven't seen
Thomas,
her
for the
in a while.
memberships.
Tyrone,
Welcome
huge.
at Homni J.
Yen, huge.
Hello, princess.
Big Hentai Gaming. Hell, let's go.
Thank you, Ryan Thomas, for the memberships.
Everyone there watches.
Welcome at
Everyone there watches.
Tyrone9000.
Hello, princess.
Thank you, Ryan Thomas, for the memberships.
You gonna keep going?
Welcome at Ariel Typhlosion.
Oh, hello, Real Typhlosion. W. Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan Thomas, for the memberships.
PFP. What the fuck
Welcome at
is
Yenseyan.
that? What is
Hello, princess.
Hi, Ryan.
Thank
I
you,
love it when
Ryan
the
Thomas,
gifteds
for the
always.
memberships.
I love it when the gifteds
Welcome
goes.
at egg_commentary.
I love it when the gifteds go to people that actually watch the streams. Then it doesn't feel like a waste. I don't know what the fuck that is, but hello Typhlosion and hello Ryan Thomas. But yeah, I get that's the video that I think he's referring to. It's the video where like we're in a call with it's me, Rao, and a friend of Rao's, and we're in a call with Sonic and his girlfriend. And I mean, when you look back at the call, it's like cringe. It's definitely really cringe, but we're basically just like making jokes at his expense. Me and Rao and the girl are making jokes at like his expense. Someone made a Discord for me, Rao, and his friend so we can basically have a conversation with Sonic, but Sonic wouldn't turn his mic on. And then his girlfriend just sat there and talked to us the entire time. So we made a bunch of like fucking jokes about how Sonic is like basically a pedophile. And then I think Sonic invited like 2 random people. And the claim that the guy who made the video made was that Rao was sharing his address to the 2 people that got added to the call, saying that he was like targeting minors, which keep in mind, I don't fucking know. I didn't know the 2 people that got added to the call, and nor do I know if they were like minors or not. And I don't think Rao knew either. These were people that were friends with Sonic. So either they were similar age to him or they were random people from his VR chat room, fucking Discord servers that we have no fucking clue who they are. Which, yes, could be very possible that they were minors, but these are people that Sonic was inviting. It's not like Rao was like inviting minors into a call so he can be like weird with them. But that's why I think the guy deleted the video, because he was making he was essentially making extremely bold claims that Rao was like targeting like minors in calls and shit, which he wasn't doing. I think that's the video that he's referring to.
Also let me see if I can show screenshots of that on screen here. Perfect, thank you. Let's see if I can.
Because the weird thing, at least for me, is that you seem super happy to have Morale in the group chat or in the group call.
This point is fucking this point is very fucking silly to me, because it is a funny point to point out, but like, yeah, you know, he called Rao a pedophile. He said Rao was a pedophile, but he's very giddy about having him in the call and being excited that he's here. Which, I mean, like, yeah, that's funny, but like, let's stick to the fucking point.
Children.
Well, I
solicit.
I would rather not that happen. Thank you very much. But I was honest, like, I genuinely was not sure. Like,
I don't think there's any kids here.
I didn't say my age yet.
All right, that's very valid. I was not sure what the deal with Morale was, but having actually watched that video, you know, it's pretty clear. You just says edgy stuff.
Contention with that would be is you didn't really respond to any of the tweets that I was making. Instead, you're in your Discord server. You were complaining on Twitter about people poisoning the well against you, about Nicandros poisoning the well, but it seems like you were doing exactly that. You were even refusing to engage. And then in your community, you were like, oh, this guy who's chatting shit is a pedophile, right?
Because, yeah, I did think that. And I didn't really want to come on your stream because, like, I wanted to make sure
for your stream. Okay, so you're saying that while you've been on lunch break...
Oh,
preferably
Anthony
for your
wants to be a
stream,
mod. Okay,
you've
I'll add
rewatched
you
this
in there,
video,
buddy.
And you've... Okay, you've rewatched this video...
God, I just... It's reminding me, that video, I swear that's the video that he's talking about. Real Marcus Hours, who up? Hi, cats. I swear that's the video he's talking about. Because the guy, I remember, dude, the guy made a claim that Rao was, like, sharing his address or something. Or he started, like, he said he was doxing himself, which I'm so confused. That video confused me so much because I was there. I don't remember a single moment where Rao was, like, giving out his location in the Discord. I think that guy was just making it, because he never showed proof. It's not like, well, obviously you can't show proof because you're going to, if you believe it's his dox, you'd be doxing him. But he didn't at least, like, show, like, an image with, like, redacted information to show. Because I was there. I don't remember him sharing any sort of information about where he lives or where he's from. I don't remember that at all. It was so weird. I conflate tangentially relevant information to justify my own arguments. Hi, Fox. Hi, Marcus. Okay, whatever, dude. So you're really excited to see Fox, but not me. Whatever, dude.
You've changed your mind about morale.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, what made you change your mind about morale then?
Because they just seem to say edgy stuff.
Video,
mate. What?
No, not to self-incriminate here. I think in that video there's a lot more than edgy stuff.
Well, I haven't watched the whole thing yet, so I'm all right. Let's move on from that for now.
I can't remember the other points of the video. There might have been other stuff.
Video morale and come to my own conclusion.
Something about him.
How about that?
Yeah, I think there was something about, like, that did not... The only thing that involved me was that call. That was the only thing that I was actually a part of. I think the rest of it was, like, he tried to claim Rao, like... What did he... I think there was something about, like, an individual person that he was DMing that he tried to claim that Rao was trying to, like, groom or something, which I don't think is remotely true.
Because that's not what we're here to discuss today, and I think you guys are very aware of that.
I mean, it's a claim that you've thrown out during the drama. I just thought that it was weird the way that you've spoken about morale privately, and then when you're with morale, you seem,
huge.
Like, really pleased
That
to
is
see him.
that is totally valid. I am all right. That is
okay. If this is gonna be like a still call, Chad, I hate to do this to you guys. I hate to do this to you guys, but if it's gonna just be like a fucking call, I'm not gonna sit here and watch that. I'm not. Well, okay. I'm gonna put it on the side. Don't worry. It's gonna be right here. But it's literally just gonna be him in the top corner with them on the bottom left. There's no reason. There's no reason for me to not have a little fun while we listen to this. Have a little fun.
Completely valid. I'm gonna look at that video more and just determine whether, like, what I really think of morale there. Okay?
Wait, actually, what do we have?
So that's completely valid. I'm happy to take the L on that.
So you were, like, hopping on to, like, making pedo claims on what basis?
That is that
you saw a video embed on Discord?
That is okay. That's completely valid here. But I thought we were here to talk about me, supposedly plagiarizing Nick Andros in Shamu. So why don't we talk about that?
That's okay.
That would be correct.
We can move on to that. Yeah, we can move on to that. Otterlynoah,
Ideally, move on to that.
Do you have the editing history on the Google document that you posted?
The Google Doc of...
'Cause I don't think the Candros has got that yet, right?
I have not received anything about it.
The sources on your Nux Targu video.
There are points where they
Nick,
show
do you wanna
evidence.
take that?
Oh, okay. You might be onto something here. You might be onto something. There actually is points.
I saw that.
I apologize. I was watching this.
And
I had
believe
this.
you changed
I had
that.
this stream in my pocket. It was literally on my phone. I had my phone in my pocket, and I was just listening through my earbuds.
I believe you changed it when the Shamu was made.
Okay, sources.
When you made the plagiarism claim?
Yes.
Yes. Just I did say this on Twitter as well, and I saw you quote tweeted this. Let me pull that up here real fast if I can find it. But you specifically
actually, let me
said,
double check something really quick with Otterlynoah's channel. Does he still have the live stream? He doesn't. Fuck, man. There's a okay. It might still be in this stream after the call. I could be dead wrong.
The Shamu
the change the
was made.
when you made
I think he might do it at the
claim?
end here where he claims he didn't plagiarize, but the stream after this, he got on stream and he essentially like, so after this whole thing, he conceded in the middle of talking to them. Then after doing this with them, he said, nah, I didn't actually plagiarize. Then the day after, or like not that long after, he got on live again. And then he said like, then he basically conceded again. Because some women were like crying and saying like, I'm so disappointed in you. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so disappointed. Have a good night, PVT.
I did say this on Twitter as well, and I saw you quote tweeted this. Let me pull that up here real fast if I can find it. But you specifically said,
did I speed
right,
it up?
like
Okay,
that
I did speed it up.
infamous plagiarist and liar, Otterlynoah, admits to having like added something in, let me just double check that one real fast here. I have to find the link.
See, keep in mind, this guy's been called out for plagiarizing, like, okay, yeah.
Oh, let me turn
I'll tune in when I see, like, actual evidence, maybe. For now, we can leave it.
Google.
The furries are fighting.
Can you see it now?
Excuse me?
I have this open. So this is the
Not
document
me.
here, right? The sources cited Nuxtaku Africa video.
Dicker should have used his pony sauna for this.
Can you show
True.
the other history of that?
True.
Well, how do I show that?
Hi, Nox.
It just says, like, save to drive here.
No, do you see that on the top right? There's the clock image.
Love you too,
Making
Nox.
it the share button.
You're such a strange individual.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is not the right thing.
All right, well, there we go.
I
You
need...
removed his credit. That's the current version.
Exactly. I removed his credit, like, after Wargaming Dad's stream last night.
Okay, what did you do on January 26th?
Well, again, like I said before, I added it in.
Well, can you show what you did?
This is going to change the game if I get this. I
Because you made that
realized
big
I
claim on
actually
Twitter,
have an
remember, saying
opportunity
that
to get
I
a...
had plagiarized you, and at the time, I hadn't rewatched this Nuxtaku video in a good bit, or the other video, the what was the one Shamu was talking about, the anti-woke religious one?
Before we continue, last time I did the run, okay, I thought that I was cooked. I thought everything was cooked. I just remembered, okay, chat. I just remembered, chat. We still have a chance to get an Aaron, okay? A big Aaron. So many furries.
Yes.
There are a lot of
Shamu
furries.
himself
I don't
is,
know why.
the
It's kind of strange.
Yes, the anti-woke, yes, this one right here. So I hadn't rewatched either of those, and when I saw that, especially seeing, because the way I initially saw it, right, I posted a tweet, this specifically. Let me pull up the thing that I sent Wargaming Dad as well.
Damn, Fox is gonna carry me.
Let's see here. Open link. Bingo. Okay. So this is the post I initially posted on the 26th. So yesterday. I posted this. Saying, for those wondering, given everything that seems to be he seems to be getting held accountable for at last, I do have the highest viewed expose on Tectone, detailing everything that is more or less at this point. I published this back in November,
especially when
and I did.
Saying.
However, what's his face? Shamu quote tweeted that, saying like highest viewed. Let me pull that up here.
Okay, because I feel like the conversation is going to be impossible.
Dude, okay, Cats, I know. So side drama from this happened. Dicker's got the same brain worms Aiden had and went debate diddler mode on this guy, and then Chud today for 3 hours. No, okay, so my issue with this call is that it looks like they're dogpiling. It looks like they're dogpiling, right? And that's not a good thing, because why are we dogpiling, right? We shouldn't be dogpiling him. Oh, fuck, I forget there's people here. And secondly, Mrao, I think, wanted to do more with this. These guys tried to like debate pedophile this guy or whatever the fuck it's called. And I didn't get it. I didn't get it, because at the end of the day, he did plagiarize Shamu. Mrao wanted to go in and go heavy, and he just wanted to say like, hey, what's the definition of plagiarism? This is what you did. That's it. Like, it, go in, own him, and then move on. But for some reason, they did this call for like a long time, and it went back and forth with nothing getting done because they were being super fucking gentle on him, and they weren't getting anything. Like, nothing was getting done. He just kept saying like, I can, oh yeah, you got me. I'll take the L on that one. It was so fucking annoying. It was so retarded. And then today, he gets in a call with like fucking Chud Logic, And I'm not even going to lie to you. It's not like Dickers was in the wrong in this call or anything. It's not like Dickers did anything wrong, right? Like, I think Chud was honestly wrong in, like, most of his points. Chud, like, seemed, like, really senile and retarded. Like, Chud seemed pretty senile and retarded. Because at the end of the day, it's like, dude, okay. He has a history, this Otter guy has a history of plagiarizing people. Like, that's what he's known for. Oh my fucking God. He's known for plagiarizing people. That's like his whole thing. He clearly plagiarized Shamu. But for some reason, he got into like some 3.5 hour long debate with Chud Logic over it for some fucking reason. I don't know, man. It didn't make any fucking sense to me. I don't even know what Chud was really all that mad at, to be honest, because I don't get it. Like, yeah, the debate didn't go very well. I'm going to keep it real. This thing didn't go very well. I think there was a better way to handle it. But I mean, like, at the end of the day, it's not like anyone's wrong here. You know what I mean? Like, no one's wrong. He is, like, a known, like, plagiarizer. Like, he does plagiarize. And I know that plagiarizing is kind of, like, the most minute thing you can do on this platform. It's not like it's the end of the world. But he has a history of doing it, and that's not good, right? Like, we kind of have to call stuff like that out once in a while. Oh, fuck, I might be... No, I have Remy. Aiko was telling Dickers to stop. It was so bad. No, okay. Chud never really cares about plagiarism. Yeah, I mean, it's... Here, the thing is like... Plagiarism is, like, one of the least worst things you can do. It's not like the end of the world if you plagiarize on YouTube. I'm going to keep it real, because at the end of the day, a lot of people do it. And there's always different, like, there's always circumstances where it's like, is it really that bad? Or are they transforming it? And then it turns into a massive stupid debate over, like, is this person transforming it? Are they not transforming it? Like, don't get me wrong. I think plagiarizing isn't that bad. It isn't that bad. My bad. But this guy has, like, a long history of doing it. Other people have called him out in the past for it. And now he's getting caught with Shamu as well. I think there is a point where you kind of have to call it out, you know? I feel like there is a point where you kind of start to kind of maybe say, hey, we need to call this out. I clicked off that Dickers and Chud stream debate. That was so bad to see. I know, it was rough. I listened to it for maybe about an hour before I just kind of started going like, dude, I don't know what I'm listening to. Because I think at the end of the day, both of them are kind of right and both of them are kind of wrong in a sense. I don't know. It was retarded. It was so dumb. Just for you guys. I had to do that one for you guys, just to let you know. I think maybe part of the point that Chud meant was like, are you holding up to the same standards as far as sources? Is that what was happening? I'm keeping it real. I really don't. Oh my God. I've run into literally every single one of them. Jesus Christ. I don't know what they were debating over. Like, in my opinion, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know what they were debating over. I have no clue. I don't really understand what Chud was mad at, and I don't really understand how it lasted for 3.5 hours. So to be honest, I don't really, I don't know. That Noah guy was gloating on Twitter also about his videos. Oh, yeah. That was the other reason why people were super pissed off, is because he was, like, gloating. He was saying, like, oh, you're just mad because I have the highest viewed video on the subject. And it's like, dude, you, like, stole. You, like, took from... Like, you stole from fucking Shamu. What do you mean? Like, what? Which pissed off Shamu and Nicandros. Yeah, that's what led to them getting super pissed off. But, fuck. Sorry, I'm rambling. Let's continue.
If we're changing between the Nicandros claim.
Oh, yo, is it right here for those wondering, given everything that it seems to be getting held accountable for at last, I do have the highest viewed expose on Tectone. Yeah, I do have the highest viewed expose on Tectone, detailing everything that has more or less led to this point. I published this back in November. Like, he's gloating about it. He's, like, gloating about it. Dickers was playing dumb for a lot of it. And he started to get into the weeds, and then Dickers would be like, correct, but... Copyright arguments threaten Chud's revenue stream. To be fair, I think he just wants to avoid being called a hypocrite when he goes dead air watching others' content. I try not to go super dead air when I watch content. Okay, I avoided that guy at least. Jesus. I mean, okay. I get that, I guess. It makes sense. It makes sense that Chud is on that side. Especially if he goes dead air. I try not to go dead air. I'm not trying to diss on Chud. I'm not trying to diss on Chud. But I will admit that when and this isn't a diss on Queeman. I'm not trying to diss like hard on Queeman or on Chud or anybody here, but like, let's be real. Okay, let's keep it real here. I think if you stream, I think you should put some level of effort into your reactions. I think you should react to content. I think you should probably put in effort. I don't think you should be like super lazy and just leave videos up where you don't talk at all and you don't say a fucking word. I think that's like boring and lazy content, and I think you should do better. But I will say, I do think there are times where I definitely don't react the best, or maybe I leave something running for a little too long. He's not bad for it, but he has his days. No, yeah. I don't think Chud is like bad. He reacts pretty well for the most part when I watch him. Nah, diss Queeman. Like I like him, and I think Queeman's like a chill streamer. I've watched him a few times. I do think he's a chill streamer, and I think Chud is a good streamer as well. It's just I do think that being on the side of saying like plagiarism isn't as bad simply because like you feel like you don't do a good job reacting is kind of a tell, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be like a dick about it, but it's kind of a tell, right? I guess it doesn't really help your case, is what I would say. Okay. Okay, our first encounter in here has to be perfect. We can get an Aaron. An Aaron is a possibility. Okay, an Aaron is a possibility here, and I need to get that Aaron. I need to get it. I need it. Hold on. Let's double check and see. Let's double check and make sure which level it's on, okay? Because I gotta make sure we don't. He's a 30% rate in area 2. This is area 2. He's a 30% rate in area 3. This is area 2. We have a chance. Okay, saying super hot lizard man is weird. Nox. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Oh, I'm stuck here. Okay. Actually, no. Let's get the video started.
And the Shamu claims.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to stick with Shamu first. You know, get one thing done at a time.
All right.
I think that's totally valid. So let me.
Please don't be a Zubat. Please don't be a Zubat.
So we're starting with
given the fact that we've already started with the Nicandro stuff, we know okay going into that.
Please don't be a Zubat. Please don't be a Zubat. Please don't be a Zubat.
Let's do Shamu, and then I will address.
Don't be a Zubat.
I'm happy to give both of you your fair shake here.
Wait, this is the only place I can get a fucking nose pass? Wait, are you dead serious? Oh my god. And this is the only place I can get a Mawile. No! No! Oh, wait. Okay, Mawile is an Omega Ruby. It wasn't a possibility, regardless. Oh, thank God. This is literally this is the only place you can get an Aaron. This is the only place you can get an Aaron, bro. You can get him in Victory Road. I'm not catching a fucking... That's actually so disappointing, bro. I can't... It's the second highest chance. Zubat's the highest. I mean, Zubat's good. I like Zubat, but like, fuck, dude. We needed an Aaron... We needed an Aaron for the gym, and we didn't get it. Shit, man. Okay. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Otterlynoah, I think as it stands, I think important for this discussion to go forward. What do you think plagiarism means?
Someone could just
Plagiarism,
donate
to me
$5.
anyway, is repeating
True,
what somebody
true.
says.
Someone could
verbatim,
technically
right? Directly
donate $5
copying their text, what they said,
have-
word for word, without citing them.
and have an Aaron gifted.
Okay, and you
That is-
understand
that
that
is not the
plagiarism is
meaning of
not
it.
just text, right? Plagiarism is doing anything.
Like visuals or edits, you mean, or something like that?
Plagiarism is presenting someone else's work as your own, which at the minimum is using someone else's stuff, but not crediting
Is
them
Aaron
for
even
it,
that
or
big?
indicating
Aaron
for
is
example,
pretty
when you're-
big. I can't
When
lie.
you're using Shamu's edited segments, that
Isn't
he
Aaron a
edited,
rock
he
steel
made,
type?
he put
Yes,
together,
which would have been
researched,
very
whatever,
helpful for
and you're
that gym.
taking his
but
video, you're clipping it, you're
fine.
putting it
We
in
got
your
a
own,
Zubat.
and then you're like zooming in on certain memes to hide watermarks or to hide text to
credit
present
card
it as
debt
if
after
you're
ordering
the
a
one
bunch
who
of
edited
Lego
it.
sets on-
Most people
Here it is.
would that would fall under plagiarism because you're taking someone else's work and presenting it as your own. Right?
Don't show me your
Okay,
credit
that
card
makes-
debt,
okay,
man.
That's what I
If that's
understand.
what you
that for
meant.
sure, then. So this
well,
is
that's kind of where the whole conflict comes from.
Okay. All right.
Damn, I'm
Now I
so
kind of see why
disappointed.
Shamu did that tweet initially.
I'm so disappointed I didn't get an Aaron, bro. I'm actually so disappointed. I'm so disappointed, bro. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? Zubat. In honor. I've never named one after cats. Are electric types weak to ground? They are.
Dude is throwing it back on
Aaron, yes.
Aaron.
Thank you for the 5, Ryan Thomas. Huge. Cats can be the Zubat. We can. I'm gonna run a Zubat. That's definitely a good. Like a Crobat is very, very good. Thank fucking God, bro. Thank God. Marcus, you idiot. I meant to show you my Legos. Oh, okay, so we can get an Aaron then. We can get an Aaron. We're clear for takeoff. We can get an Aaron. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
Because this is the tweet that he quoted from me, saying highest viewed, and you clearly
Fuck you,
regurgitated
dude.
significant portions of my video
I
without
don't
credit,
want you, Makuida.
and directly ripped footage I edited. I asked him for credit in the description of the video. He left me a comment like he did me a favor. So this is a kind of.
Oh
I'm
wait, I
kind of
forgot I
annoyed
have a
about this
Breloom. I would have
because,
taken
like,
on the gym perfectly
I actually
fine.
did not see this
I
DM
just
from him. I'm
realized
showing this on stream, by the way. It might not be showing up in the
We're
share
finally
screen.
getting out of the
But,
fucking. We're finally not having a
so
full
he sent
team
me a
of
DM here
of
apparently
press
on November
times.
5th, 2025. I did not see
It
this
has to be
DM at all.
called Big Aaron.
I really wish I had.
Okay, dude,
because
this is
probably
getting a
could have
little
avoided all
ridiculous.
this.
Give me my
He said,
Aaron.
any chance I can get a source in the description of your Tectone video? I don't care when people use
It's
my
getting-
stuff.
this is
I
getting
typically
a
just
little
ask for a source in the
ridiculous here,
description.
pal.
A lot of it is using the direct video I noticed when I watched. And then I did comment under a post of his at one point because I was talking about how there was like a lot of like information that he initially talked about
Air candy.
that I also platformed in that video to get it to a bigger audience.
Oh no, yeah,
But
he'll be good for the
I
flying
also
type
did
gym.
address like Tectone's Christian Grift, which Shambu didn't talk about in his video. So I
mean, okay, it doesn't.
Okay, so
okay, it doesn't matter if you. Okay, he thinks. Otterly thinks like plagiarism, as in like literally plagiarism, like taking the whole video. It's in itself, which is not. Okay, well, okay. Plagiarism isn't just that. Like it could be like you're using other people's clips and you're not giving proper credit and shit. Like that's what it ultimately like means. Holy fuck, Aaron, get in my fucking. Where's the Aarons at, man? Where are the Aarons at? I would have had a Mako. Dude, if I pulled a Makuida, I would have been pissed. I would have been super pissed. I'm okay with a Zubat, but I'm not okay with a Makuida. My tummy aches, Marcus. Do something. I can't stand the fucking Zubats. I'm getting kind of pissed off. Call him Big Aaron. Wholesale versus partial. So, like, okay. Sorry, I was getting detracked. So, like, okay. Plagiarism doesn't just directly mean that you just stole someone's, like, entire video. Like, you can also, like... You can also steal people's, like... Dog, can I get an Aaron? For the love of God, man. Just give me a fucking Aaron. Oh, Jesus. Give me an Aaron, please. Please, please, please give me an Aaron, please. I want one. But it doesn't just mean that it's like, oh, you took someone's like full video. You can also take bits and pieces of someone else's video, put it in your video without crediting the person and without mentioning that it's from somebody else's channel. And that would be considered plagiarism. Now, if you did that like one time, let's say you do that once. Let's say you do that once. I don't think that's the end of the world. I think it's okay. I think it's fine. If you've done it once and then somebody calls you out, or the person who made the video calls you out and says like, hey, this is my video, why you do that? Then it's like, okay. It's like, okay, fine. Own up to it, move on. And next time just credit the people. But the problem is this guy has like a history of this guy has like a massive Steel Excite. This guy has a massive history of doing this multiple times. I spent a whole hour looking for an Aaron once. He's supposed to have a decent rate. I got a Sableye before I got a fucking Aaron? What is happening? What? How? All right, this is getting crazy. This is getting ridiculous. All right, it's getting a little silly now. All right, Aaron should not have this level of Aaron's name is a combination of armor and iron. He has like a normal human name. He has like an actual normal human name. It's awesome. I love that he has like a human name. He's just called Aaron. It's awesome. It's amazing. It's great.
Just to be super clear, because this is my read on the situation. You've set out, seen all the funny Tectone content, or all the Templar content that people are cutting, thought that you'd go in for it as well. Super cool. Your stuff is like anti-woke people, right?
Yeah.
Over half of this video is about Tectone's allegations in the past. It's got nothing to do with his Christian grift. Not really. But you've seen that the Shamu video is popping off, and a lot of people have celebrated it. A lot of people reacted to it on streams. A lot of people have talked about it.
Holy
He's got an
shit,
exclusive
man.
interview
Can
with
I get an
Tectone,
Aaron?
right? And then you've thought, oh, okay, cool. I can condense this.
Wait, he got an interview with Tectone? When was that?
All right, buddy. Stay on topic. Stay on topic. Stay on
You've watched
topic.
the video, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I thought. Well, he did he? I know he DM'd him.
You can still
think that's exactly what happened.
Okay. Now, why did you do that and think that it was fine not to credit Shamu?
Honestly, like I genuinely did not think it counted as plagiarism. Because I was just talking about a thing that he's also talked about before. I genuinely did not.
You're like taking significant portions of footage that he's edited, and like it takes a long time to like.
Well,
get that
like
footage
the
together.
thing, like he's showing
So-
clips of Tectone.
Also,
clips
Otter
of
kept
Tectone
saying
are
that
not
everyone
owned by
else's
Shamu,
right
though.
wing was annoying.
Yeah, but
he's
plenty of the
edited
ones
them
I've
together.
used,
He's stitched them
plenty of
together.
them.
He's gone out and done the legwork and done the research to be able to point out why these are relevant and to be able to collect them. Watch the archives.
Though
that
I
are on
heard how
Bazooka's
Lumpy
channel.
Willie
I
was
mean, you
feeding
cut out the credits of
parents.
Bazookas as well. Who's the guy who's archived
Poisoning
a
the
lot of this stuff
well.
already.
Poisoning the
It's
well.
like
He's
other
the
people
only
doing
guy that has
legwork
this.
for a lot of this content, and then you're swooping in at the end, watching Shamu's
Holy
summarization,
shit, man.
and then
Where's
using
the
that for the basis
Aaron?
of yours, and not crediting any of the people along the way.
That okay, that's
his
valid. Then. I
rate
can understand that.
His catch rate isn't even that
That's the whole
low.
problem. That's the whole problem with the
Or not
doing,
catch
like,
rate.
the
His
clear
appearance
crediting
rate
and
isn't even
stuff.
that low.
Because
That
if
makes
you just
sense.
put things in the description, when other people, maybe they copy your content, or when other people cite your content, they don't know which stuff is yours and which is someone else's.
He fucking
They just know
okay.
the video itself. So you can have a
I'm waiting for
situation-
the part where Mrao speaks up and then he mutes him because that part is actually fucking hilarious. Mrao essentially gets really pissed off and calls him like a retard, and then he's like, "I know what kind of man you are." Oh, thank God! Finally, holy shit. Okay, I didn't know how long it was gonna take, but we finally got him.
where you've taken something from
Thank you,
somebody,
Ryan.
and then a big creator takes your video and they credit you for the thing that someone else made, which can be very very irritating.
Oh, I
If
guess
you've
I
done a
never
lot
thought
of
about
Oh my God,
that
the
video.
sturdy's perfect.
Okay. That's
Sturdy is
happened to
actually
me
a
before
good
with the
ability to
other
have
stuff.
in this run.
We can do the whole gay. Like, how would you feel if this happened to you? Let's say someone made a video on the J.K. Rowling autism coded thing that you just did, right?
Yeah.
And let's say they used clips from your video, even though you don't own the clips of J.K. Rowling or whatever clips you use there. They just cut your video up, put it in theirs, and then narrated over it, right? They took your editing, the hours of work that you did. They're now just
Huge.
stealing,
Is it
putting
a
their own
girl?
video and portraying it as theirs, right?
Big
If you just came
Aaron.
across that naturally, you'd probably be a bit annoyed. Could you maybe tell it, or would you be annoyed? And if so, why would you be annoyed? I guess.
That definitely makes sense for sure. Yeah, no.
Why would you be upset at something like that?
Wait, upset at what?
What I just described. Okay, would you be upset at what I just described if you came across that naturally?
Wait, can you no? Like, what do you just describe? I'm also looking at chat here, so I
Okay.
apologize.
If
Should I have a
someone makes the
space?
same
Hold on.
video-
Should I have a
You know what?
space?
You're talking to us. Try not to look at chat because it's gonna people are gonna type stupid shit. You're talking to
Yeah,
us, you're not
yeah.
talking to
Sorry,
chat
it's,
right
just,
now.
it's been a bit stressful today because
Let's say someone took your autism coded J.K. Rowling video, right? They
Yeah.
took the actual video content, not the audio content, but the video content, put it in their own video, and then claimed it as theirs or portrayed it as theirs. Whereas you did the editing, you put in the work visually for that video. Someone else took that, put it in their own video, and portrayed it as their content, their original
Yeah,
work.
we'll
their editing,
combine it
right?
because that's how
Let's
Big
say you
Aaron
came
does his
across
name.
that.
I think.
How would that make you feel?
that would be pretty upsetting because the reason I did
Why
that
was he
video is
transferred
because
to
nobody
dad?
has talked about that before. You know, like the autism J.K. Rowling.
I understand. Why would that upset you?
Because well, you know, it's an idea that I came up with. You know, the autism J.K. Rowling stuff. And it's like
Can
a
we
whole
dig maybe
script that I made
Can we dig
specifically.
maybe a bit deeper than it's just the idea?
Okay, the idea is not the point.
Yeah, because I don't like.
Maybe
That's
some
also
other-
why I guess that's also
The
why-
idea is not the fucking point. Okay, like I'm not trying to be rude to this Otterly guy because I understand I get it. He's autistic. Blah blah blah. I get it, but like, okay, it's not about the idea. Like, I would be pissed off if somebody took my video and then didn't credit me and then claimed it was me, right? Or claimed it was theirs, right? Not because of the idea. I don't give a fuck about the idea. It's like, for example, right? I made a video about a movie series called the Man Eater series, and the first movie I did was Grizzly Rage, and I haven't done any movies since. It's a fucking super niche movie that nobody knows about. And like, yeah, I'm the one who came up with the idea, but I'm not going to get mad if some other fucking person took my video idea. And then, like, if someone took that video and re-uploaded it or parts of it without crediting me, I wouldn't be mad at the fact that they took the fucking idea. I'd be mad at the fact that they, you know, I don't know, took my video and didn't credit me and didn't say like, hey, yeah, this is the guy that made the video. Yeah, I'm the guy, I'm the big mastermind behind the video. I don't know how that's so hard for him to understand. Like, I really don't understand how hard that is for him to understand it. Why did I get off the mock bike? Lumpy Willie was stirring up shit in his chats. That's what was going on. I was getting kind of confused because Willie, someone said I knew somebody was in his chat like stirring the pot. I knew somebody was. I didn't know who though.
I'm struggling to figure out why Shamu thinks like does he think coverage of Tectone is plagiarism, or I'm just
Shamu's ready to hop in, by the way.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
No,
So
the reason why someone would be upset at that is because you took the visuals for the video without credit, right?
Keep
So
in
you
mind,
took
Chad,
the
just
visuals from
bear
Shamu's
with
video. You
just
took his
don't
editing
look
that
at
he spent
the-
hours
don't look
doing.
at the
You
dead
did the
pile,
research for it and
okay?
everything. You took that and put it in your own video without credit. You didn't edit that. You downloaded his video or you screen recorded
Okay,
it
the
and
team
put
is
it in your
starting
own,
to kind of look a
right?
little
That
better.
is very valid. Absolutely.
And without credit,
That is very
people
valid.
come to the conclusion that you did that editing where you
That is
really
very
didn't.
valid.
You just took it from Shamu, right?
But it's
Okay,
not even
that
the
makes
edit,
more
right?
sense then.
But Morale, that's not true. It's not even the edit, right? It's probably going to be the tens of hours of work that Shamu has been put in to be able to do all of the research to put that video together, and then create graphics and edit to be able to get like a really kind of like a video that does well. It looks good. It flows really well. That's what people care about. Nobody gives a fuck about the idea. The idea just comes to you, or you can come up with it in like 30 minutes or like 5 fucking minutes, right? Nobody gives a fuck about the idea. It's all of the work that goes into it.
That makes more sense.
I'm trying to hyper focus on one thing
Okay,
to try to get
hold
the
on,
point across.
hold
Yes, I
on.
understand there's more to it than just the edit, obviously.
Like, I get what you're saying about story. I'm going to come in here and sweep a little bit on what Dicker said. Like, I get the idea of the story. I think I'm on morale side more, where I think the edits are a bigger portion of the problem. Are you basically saying, Dickers, that no one can ever
I don't-
write their own story about?
Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't
Tectone
care about
ever
the
again
edits.
because
I don't
Shamu's-
care about the edits. I really don't give a fuck about the edits, bro. Some people can put in like hours and hours of work in their videos. I don't fucking care. Okay. My problem is when I don't know why they're bringing up it has. I don't think it has anything to do with the edits. It's just the lack of like actual like just crediting the people. That's the problem. That's the bigger problem. It's just giving credit. Cause like I don't give a fuck if somebody put in a shitload of editing effort and somebody put in no editing effort. Like, one video could take days of work, one could take an hour of work. If you take the video, right? If you take the video and you don't credit the person, you're being a dick. Like, it doesn't really matter, in my opinion, right? It doesn't really matter what way it's edited. If it's taken days or if it's taken hours. Like, if you take the video and then claim it's your own, it doesn't really matter which way it's done. It's shitty behavior, and it shouldn't be just like, for example, just because one took like an hour and the other took days doesn't mean it should change the fact that it's plagiarism, I guess, is my kind of point. It shouldn't change the fact that it's plagiarism.
Did his video? Or is there some way that he would have to
Why did that only
what I'm
do
saying
so
is,
much
if you're
damage?
using somebody
What?
else's end product to be able to create your video, right? You're including somebody else's finished product as an ingredient in your
Fucking
video.
hard.
That's going to be what people are going to care about, right? Given the time that Shamu's been able to put into his video, especially as a smaller creator. Nobody wants to go too fucking gay about it, but let's be fucking real, okay? The research has produced a new thing, right? Shamu's video is not like just watching Tectone, right?
Right.
Yeah, because he puts in narrative, he puts in research.
It's
to
like
be able to
Rose
go to
Malay.
little nitty-gritty
It's like
little
Rose
things
Malay.
that maybe people have not been aware about before. It's like all of that work. That's what people care about. I'm pretty sure that the research is probably going to
Like,
take
let's
more
say,
time to
okay,
do than the actual editing.
let's use an example here. Let's say I made like a commentary video where it's just my voice, and it's a fucking gameplay commentary like schlop video. Yeah, it doesn't take me long to make, but if somebody took that video and like re-uploaded it without giving proper credit, I'd be pretty fucking pissed off. Like, and I think I'm within my. I think it's very fair. I think it's very fair for me to be pissed off. Like, I don't know. I think it's fair. Maybe I'm like fucking insane. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think it's fair. I don't really think it matters like the effort that goes. I mean, obviously, if somebody puts like days of effort into their work and it gets plagiarized, like that obviously sucks compared to like, oh, I only put a few hours into it. Like, I think the person, I think it changes the outcome of how upset the person is. Like, for example, if someone did that with me, I wouldn't be like overly like pissed off. I wouldn't freak out and throw things across the room and just be like angry. I'd probably be like, hey man, just give me credit. But if somebody put like days of effort into their work, I wouldn't be surprised if they like copyright strike the video or something, you know, because that's like insane amounts of editing and effort, blah, 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 blah. I think you get my point.
Indeed.
Yeah, but if he hadn't, if he hadn't put in anything,
but it
that
doesn't
was
change the fact that it's
Shamu's, like any of the editing, any of that other stuff, he just ripped the, I guess, research
God
from
damn
it.
it,
How
I
would you know
can't
any
put cats
different
in. I should have put
than
cats in first.
the exact clips that he's done today?
Well, that's not a good point at all, right? How you can tell
No,
if somebody's
I'll put cats
plagiarized is not what we care about. We care whether they have plagiarized, right? Especially without credit. Because so far as I'm aware, Shamu, tell me if I'm fucking wrong. All you wanted was a credit in the description, right?
Yeah, I'm literally like not. I let everyone use my stuff, and
Why did they
honestly,
get a
a credit in the description is not even.
Why do
good
I not
enough
have
what
a
he
flying
did,
type move?
Because he literally
This
just
is evil.
downloaded my video, and you know, if you've edited anything ever, he just used the video file and then uploaded that. Like it's honestly ridiculous. But yeah, that's all I asked.
Again, that's why I was trying to target the video editing aspect, because that's probably more egregious than the writing.
That is very
like,
valid.
And I got I
Oh,
got a lot
writing
of DMs
over.
at the time,
Oh, the
and
writing
I don't like to
over
bother with
the
stuff like, you know, lots of DMs. Are like,
Okay,
hey,
okay, I see now. Morale was talking about the writing, writing compared to editing. Oh, he's just bringing up. Okay, so okay, I get it then. He's just bringing up the editing. He's just bringing up the editing because that's what he stole, not writing. Okay, never mind. Take
he
back
just,
what
like,
I said.
stole
it doesn't
your,
matter.
you
Put
know,
me in,
what
coach.
you've edited and stuff. Just use the video file.
You're gonna get
And I was
fucking
like, okay. And I
cooked.
talked
You
to
ain't
my
got no
friend about it,
flying
and he's
type
like, you know,
moves
you
for
should,
some
like,
fucking
press
reason.
I was like, oh, I'll send him a DM.
And the supersonic isn't doing shit.
But I didn't send an email. I was thinking about it, but I
Yeah,
didn't.
I honestly wish you had
Somebody
sent an email, because I didn't see your DM. Like I was already
There we
talking
go.
about here. I just don't check Twitter DMs that much. And if I'd seen, if I had heard from you, I would have been more than happy to like either take the
What'd you
video
say
down
about this
Zubat
or
ain't-
just
The
you know,
Zubat
like,
doesn't
make
have
it
any
somehow.
damage, man.
I would have been more
This
than
thing
happy.
is
You never
fucking
checked your
weak.
Twitter DMs though. Like you watched my content, you replied to my comment
Okay,
a couple
I
days
gotta
after
put
I
in
DM'd
Aiden.
you, but you just never checked your Twitter DMs.
I do not check my Twitter DMs. No, I barely do.
He wanted to see. This is something that I
Okay.
don't believe. This was one thing that he kept saying that I just don't believe in the slightest, bro. He said that, okay, he is saying, I don't check Twitter DMs, so I just didn't see it. Brother, okay. Dog. You literally are asking them to email you. You check your email more than your Twitter DMs? You are fucking bullshitting. I'm sorry. You are bullshitting. There is no way you check your fucking email more than you check your Twitter DMs. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it in the slightest. I do not believe it. That is bullshit. I don't sit here and go through my fucking email and like scroll through my email to see if I got anything. I don't know if that's just me. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just fucking insane. Maybe I'm just crazy and goofy like that. I don't know. But like, I don't know. I don't do that. Chat, am I insane? Watch out for leech seed. I hate leech seed. I learned all about plagiarism in grade 9. Oh, no, yeah. I learned about plagiarism, I mean, fucking when I was a little kid. I mean, I don't know. Plagiarism is pretty simple to understand. Pretty easy. Pretty easy to understand. Fuck. I'm not going to lose this. He's full of shit. I know. He's full of shit. I think he saw it. I think he's... Oh, wait. I forgot I had poison heal. Oh, my God. Oh, yes. Yes. I forgot I have that. Nice.
Okay. Because there's more comments that you made about Shamu as
I
well.
barely check
You claimed
Twitter
that
at
he's,
all.
like-
That's because you don't work with emails like us grown-ups. I don't go on Twitter. I don't go on Twitter, and I think I would check my Twitter DMs more than if someone messaged me on Twitter DMs, I would check that way more than emails. You literally get notifications. Now, obviously, you can turn off the notifications. That, to be fair, oh, really? Now I get wing attack? Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? I could have used that, a little, just like literally a level ago. You kidding me? That's some bullshit. Whatever, dude. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I know people use email for, important stuff, right? Important stuff. Stuff comes in there. Yeah, stuff goes in my fucking email. Oh, why did I go the long way? Stuff goes in my email, but like, I don't, like, if I know, my point is like, yeah, I use my email. I'm not saying I don't use my email. I'll check my email for things that I know are going to my email. How the fuck? I'm not going to know when, a random YouTuber is going to email me about how I plagiarize them. Like, that's kind of my thing, is like, you're not going to know when a random YouTuber like goes like, hey, you plagiarized my video. You're not going to know when that email is coming in. Like, I check my email when I know something's going to come in. But like, I'm not going to check my email at a randomness. Actually, I should be getting Big Aaron up. I should be getting Big Aaron's levels up. After stream, I might have to grind. I might have to do a little bit of grinding just to get these guys' levels up. But for now, let's take on some of these guys. Sounds like a you issue. I think that's an everybody issue. I think everybody does that. I think everybody does that. You should check your emails more often. I don't get important emails. Like I'm not gonna check my email from like a site that I signed up for about how like I have. Oh, here's an offer for coupon for things that I'm not even gonna fucking use. Big Aaron can't be switched. Are we dead serious? Hold up. I'm being so dead ass. Is this real? Wait, why can't he be switched out? Oh my God. I'm actually going to cry. I'm actually going to cry. Please don't tell me I'm going to lose Big Aaron this early. I got to harden. I got to harden really hard. I got to get really hard. I have to get really hard.
Like a tiny commentary channel who's just really, really annoyed because your video did better than his.
Dude,
you can understand why that pisses him off, right?
That
The fact
definitely
all
makes
this
sense.
stuff
I
happened.
can't switch
got
out.
caught up in the emotion,
No, in
and I
large
do.
part,
yeah.
because Mizkif
I
is reacting
can't?
to Shamu's video, right? And then you go out and promote
Bro.
yours, saying that you've got the most viewed video on the topic.
I'm no
when the
way I'm
substance
gonna
that
lose him
everybody's
this
talking
early.
about comes from Shamu.
That's fair.
Well, and hold on. Let me just.
Are
let
you
me just jump in here.
serious?
That wasn't. I am so usually easygoing. Like that wasn't even. The thing was I was getting comments from other creators saying like,
No,
this guy's done this to
dude,
me before. And so I was
it
like, well,
does
the right
so
thing to do
much
would be to say something. And at
damage.
that point, I was pissed because it's like if he's doing this to other people, that's not right.
Oh my God, I'm gonna lose Big Aaron off a rip. I haven't even used him once. Dude. I'm actually so pissed. Oh my god, I'm so pissed off. Are you kidding me, bro? How was I supposed to remember trainer number fucking 156 or whatever the fuck? If you checked your emails, this wouldn't have happened. How was I supposed to fucking know that this trainer has a Magnemite where it... Oh my god, bro. Dude. I'm like so pissed. And he just crits. He just crits. His damage is too high. Aaron can't even handle it. Dude, you have to let me switch. Please, bro. Please. Anybody. Dude, I'm so upset, man. Oh my god. Accuracy lowered. He missed the sonic boom. Please? Oh, dude, I'm so pissed. I'm so mad, bro. Dude, I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. I just got him. Like, there's nothing I can even do in that situation. There's nothing. Dog, I'm so mad, bro. I'm so mad. Oh my god, man. Imagine I had Magikarp out there. That would have been fucking awesome. Magikarp against... Dude, I don't even want to think about this anymore. I'm so done. I'm so done. The game wants me to run a full fucking grass-type team. It's like my destiny. My destiny is to have a full fucking grass-type team. I lose everybody except for my fucking grass types. I'm so pissed. What the fuck? God damn it, dude. Whatever, just continue the video.
So do you think you've done this to other people, Noah?
I personally wouldn't say so, but like I honestly can kind of see the case with Shamu here.
I mean, yeah, someone could definitely revive Big
I don't know,
Aaron
seem kind of
one day.
And
I'm not sure it's going to happen today.
Let's go to Nicandros.
Yes, that's
Okay,
what I
so
want
it
to.
feels
That's
like
exactly
you
what
can
I
see
want to
what
address
everyone's
here,
doing
because
stuff.
I'm not. I can understand Shamu having a case, but
Should we? Well,
I mean,
let's
of
put a
the
cap on the
cases, I
Shamu
think mine
thing,
is
so we're
like
not
some of the
derailling back
weakest,
to it.
but,
Do you
You have
admit
the
that you
better
did,
rod, right?
you know, by definition, I
No.
guess, plagiarize Shamu's content?
I am more than happy to admit that. Yes, absolutely. Based on everything
Okay,
we've
and then
talked about
obviously
here,
we can
I'm more than
discuss it.
happy to
Maybe
admit
you could discuss it maybe with Shamu after the fact, but you should absolutely put a statement out, a community post, a tweet, a comment on the video.
The only grass type you've lost is
understand
Trico.
that
Yeah, that was
there's a better
donated,
version
by
of
the
your
way.
video out
I
there
had
that
to
exists.
fucking...
Absolutely.
I had to release Trico. I had to release him. Because of Chris. If I had Trico, he'd have almost a full fucking grass type team. Which, by the way, isn't going to help me when I have to take on the fire type gym. When I have to take on the fire type gym, because this game has a fire type gym. Woo, yeah! Yeah! I'm so fucking cooked. I'm actually so cooked. Thankfully, in the next area, there are actually other types, so I
Let's
guess
keep
there's
it
that.
happy to do Let's keep it going then. Okay. So let's have a look at the Nicandros stuff, because you did actually add Nicandros as a source cited in your Google document, and then deleted it.
Yep, exactly. And that was
At least
after
Fox
Wargaming
is
Dad's
strong.
stream.
This
Because
was-
on that stream we
this
talked
Fox
about
is
it, and
actually
he
kinda
said that
strong, I
I
can't
hadn't
lie.
plagiarized Shamu. Although, you know, based on what we talked about now, I would say, I guess I did, and I'm happy to admit that. The other thing though is
that could be
like
useful.
with like in Wargaming Dad's stream, because he's like he mentioned I hadn't plagiarized Shamu. I assumed I hadn't plagiarized your thing either, and honestly, I'm not really
Honestly,
sure
this thing is really
if
strong.
if
I
I
don't
have
need
based on the
growth.
stuff we just talked about.
Sleep
right?
is better.
I don't know
especially
if
for
I have
catching.
because you are cited in that video though, like on screen.
to clear up a couple things there. Okay, so whether it was in a conversation with Wargaming Dad, that's totally irrelevant, right? You came to the decision. So what Wargaming Dad was or wasn't telling you, you're ultimately like an adult who has come to your own decision about this stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Why do you not think that you plagiarized from Nicandros?
Because he cited in the video, though. That's why I'm confused about. So this video is, I mean, honestly, I would say it has even less to do with like anything Nicandros has covered as opposed to my Tectone video.
In the video? Was he
Shamu
actually?
thing.
Well,
this one is more about Nux lying about Africa.
The game was foreshadowing.
Yes,
It
but you
put
do
him
also
in the
cover
fucking
other
dead
Nux
box
related
because he
traumas
was
in
gonna
there.
go there.
I do cover some of his
Yes.
drama in there, 100%. I absolutely do.
Yes, but my problem with that primarily is that the kind of lack of clarity.
Join the
because you start
club.
off with one of the images from my Twitter thread, and you've cropped out my name from it. You show the
Where's
video
that?
then from that thread in which you do show
shit.
like the Nicandros
Video.
News Network thing.
Yeah, it's
But,
right there.
It's not
You're
really
cited
clear.
here on this
Yes, but
clip.
it's not really clear to the audience members like what's happening in here. So if you wanted to use stuff from my Twitter thread, I would appreciate it if you would, either say or like put something in here that's saying like this is a thread that I made. So that
Where's
it's very
the
clear.
don't I show where's the part with your Twitter thread? Because I don't even know about that part.
I mean, Dick has it on his like stream right now, but
Okay, and then
you do not show like that it's a Twitter thread. You just like pulled out the pictures from it, and then you took the clip from it that I had in that
I think you
thread.
pulled out the clips as
this
well.
is how
So
you-
if you go back to that clip of Tactical Templar,
Yeah, I gotta go
real
fucking.
quick, where he's going through the
I gotta go
lollipops.
listen to Wally. Oh,
The
he's
clip of
gonna
Tactical
battle me.
Templar that was in
Shit.
of Tactical Templar.
Mhm.
Okay, where is that? That is that later?
Is that the
Is that
end?
later or that is that early on? Can't remember. It's in your
Just like skim through the timeline real quick.
yeah for
There'll be a
Templar.
lolly girl on screen as well.
Because I've known about Templar for a long time, and I've covered Templar long before.
Did you
a
say
lot of
watch out for the
commentary
lolly
channels have as
girl
well.
on
That's the thing,
screen?
though.
I mean, I don't know at what point you like got to know him. We like spotted him around like October, I think.
Yeah,
last year.
no, I've known him since June.
Around
Okay,
Halloween.
Route
I've known him
121.
since June.
I actually think we're not that far from Route
Okay.
121.
Okay, here,
so
not
that's
that
not
friends.
bad.
Yes, this. Okay, here, this thing.
Okay, so that's the original clip.
Tactical Templar.
And then if you carry on,
All right, cats, get
Okay,
the
show
hell
me
out
the
of
bit
here.
where
You're
Templar
gonna
gets
die.
Funny enough, is
specified.
also another fake Christian and also
okay,
another
there we go.
lolly enthusiast. That
Right
I
here.
Whose clip is
So
that?
if you scroll forward,
Okay.
if you scroll forward as well, with
bumped here on the channel
video.
before. He's definitely a very funny person, and especially when he goons to lolly VTubers on Twitch without really trying to hide it at all from
Where
his
did you get
audience,
these
like he
clips
did in this
from?
clip here. These are all from the Kiwi Farms thread, and this clip is from like one of his own videos. He used to have an intro where he was glazing about Tectone, talking mentioning him in one clip, and he was he's a big Tectone sim, so he's very happy about that. So wait,
But you're saying, if you're saying these are clips from Tactical Templar, that's not true, right? That's not Templar's icon.
This seems
That's not what he
this
uses
seems
for
like
his-
it comes from Queeman's stream.
What?
or
This?
Nicandros' Twitter Reddits.
Oh yeah.
I have the video pulled up on the shared
don't
screen. Am I
recall
missing something here? Can you tell me where this is?
Damn, dude,
Or I'll play
Wally
this whole
fucking
segment.
sucks at battling,
Templar
dude.
of all people, who, funny enough, is also another fake Christian and also another lolly enthusiast. Tell me that when to I've stop debunked when you here see on the something channel that I've before. He's stolen. definitely a very funny person, and especially when he goons
Okay,
to
so I'm
lolly
saying
VTubers
all
on
of
Twitch
this
without
on
really trying to
screen.
hide it at all from
We're
his
talking
audience,
about
like he did in this
this.
clip here.
Unless you're saying that you've taken these clips and you've edited in the Fat Templar.
Yeah, that's what I have. That's
Moan says
literally
he
that's I've edited in the Fat Templar myself because I like using that picture to troll him.
All right.
I take the L.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to
Okay.
distinguish in that example what you had edited and what somebody else had edited because I've seen a very similar clip. That Nicandros has taken.
Okay, interesting. Well, I'm glad that one could be cleared up then. All right.
Okay, I was a bit confused about that.
That's
like,
totally valid. Again, I'm glad that's why we're doing this stream, so we can actually properly discuss and hash things out. I'm
Did you
happy to do
credit
that.
Kiwi Farms for these clips?
Yeah, the lolly VTuber girl was on Kiwi Farms, yeah. The clip of him gooning to that, and then I edited in this part here.
You did credit that, though, right?
Why did you credit them in the description?
Here we go. Moan says he goons. Yeah, there we go. I edited that part in as well. Like, this is a clip that anyone can find, though.
I understand that you edited that. What did you credit for this clip, though?
Do I need to credit a clip of Templar gooning to a lolly girl? Should I credit
You said you
Templar
got it
for
from
that?
Kiwi Farms. The question I'm trying to ask is, did you ultimately credit Kiwi Farms or no?
Do I, like...
Okay,
I mean,
that's.
I have.
I don't.
Like,
I
in
don't
streams
agree with
before,
that
I've
point.
talked about this clip.
I don't
yes.
agree with that point. You don't need to credit Kiwi Farms. Like, am I insane for saying that? You don't need to credit Kiwi Farms for the clip. I don't. Okay, here's the thing. When it comes to like plagiarism, I get it. Like, people get upset about plagiarism, but like, let's be real here, dude. There are a lot of circumstances where you don't need to credit people to a certain degree. Like, this is an example of why I don't think you would need to credit. Like, why would I need to credit Kiwi Farms? Who fucking cares? Why the fuck are you streaming so late? It's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. for you, not for me. What are you talking about? Hi, Desali. I stream late sometimes. I like to stream late sometimes. You got a problem with that, bitch? Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, you don't credit Kiwi Farms. That's what I thought. I don't know what Mrao is saying here. You don't credit Kiwi Farms. Why would you ever need to credit Kiwi Farms? It's like fucking... Yeah, let's credit the random fucking... I mean, like, when people make, like, video essays... When people make, like, video essays and stuff, they usually, like, credit the most, like, random accounts of all time. But, I don't know. I don't see a reason why you would need to credit, like, Kiwi Farms ever. It's pointless. I'm sure fucking Kiwi Farms user number fucking 1,256 isn't gonna get fucking pissed off if you don't say his name or who provided the clip that you just used. Like, I don't think they're gonna care.
Okay.
Okay, it's playing. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't playing.
I mean, again, if you're finding
to source Kiwi Farms though and cite that this is where it's come from. I mean, I wouldn't personally say that, but whatever. But if you feel the need to be able to source Kiwi Farms for this, why not include
Marcus,
it in
I'm
the
sick.
description?
I passed out, dude.
Well, I don't know.
Hope
I've
you feel
talked-
better,
again,
Remy.
This is a clip of Templar that
Remy,
anyone can
you're
find.
kind of
Do I
my
really need
you're
to
kind of
source
the
Kiwi
carry
Farms
of my
for this?
team right
Like,
now.
You kind of see what I mean there.
You did. Because then
This
when
is a clip
Morale
that
asked me
also
about
I
it, said,
edited
"Now,
myself.
I've spoken about it coming from Kiwi Farms on streams before.
This is and this is a clip that I've edited myself. That like initially, you know, like the original clip came from Kiwi Farms and didn't have the fat Templar in it. This is a clip I have edited myself. This is fair use. This is a transformative.
Do you own Tactical
The
Templar's
problem that we're having here, just to be real quick, is
Like
that
kind of like
just
what Anthony
when Morale
in
gets
chat
ready
is
to do-
saying. Are you
Okay, hold
joking?
on.
Kiwi Farms is just clipping other people. Do we need to cite?
I think
Wikipedia
Mrao's just
if they
rage
cite an
baiting because
article
he
with
just.
reference?
I
You see
think
what I
Mrao
mean
is
here? Like,
unironically rage baiting because he
so
just said,
That's wonderful that
"Do
you
you
can
own
read chat.
Tactical
You're talking about
Templar's
Morale, please,
clip?"
Morale. The problem we are having in this conversation right now, okay, is that you add Morale to the call. You're super fine with him. You're super cheery to see him here. You previously called him a pedophile.
All right, now we're going back to this is getting a little ridiculous, guys. This is getting a little ridiculous.
Noah, hold the fuck on, dude. Okay. You say that you shouldn't need to cite Nick, and then it seems like you
Dicker's
go back
just
on
losing,
instantly,
dude.
as soon as
He's
you get on Wargaming Dad's
losing.
stream. With the Shamu stuff, as soon as we have a conversation with it on stream, saying the
Whatever,
exact same
dude.
things that other people have said to you on Twitter, you roll over and flip on that position immediately also. Morale, not Queeman, Morale, asks you if you've credited Kiwi Farms, and to try and acquiesce to Morale, you say, well, yeah, I mentioned it on stream before. Do you think you need to credit them or not? Don't try and be conciliatory, okay?
No, I do not think I need to credit Kiwi Farms of all things, guys. Come on.
The need to roll over on these points.
I do not need to credit Kiwi Farms. Let's not make that big of a reach here. This is kind of getting ridiculous.
I mean,
So where do you draw the line from what you should
Shamu,
credit and what you shouldn't credit?
Shamu has a case, all right? I understand that, but why? Like, how is Kiwi? How is there any plagiarism here
Hey, Noah,
of me using this
Noah.
clip? This is getting stupid.
This is bad. They're
Okay.
not winning.
You're fucking retarded.
They're
First of all.
losing. Oh my god.
Where do you draw the line? How do you know what to credit and what to not credit? Where do you draw the line there? What do you credit and what do you not credit? Where is
My
the
guy,
what
you just called me
criteria do you
retarded. I
follow?
don't think I need to address.
I did call you fucking retarded, dipshit. Did you hear the question after the fact?
I don't know, man. It doesn't really feel like you're.
So I'll
hearing
fucking
good...
repeat myself since you're like a fucking sub fucking 30 IQ piece of shit.
All right.
What is your criteria for crediting shit? Do you have one?
I don't think I need to address you anymore because you just kind of added yourself there. I'm gonna go ahead and mute you. There we go. Cool.
Okay, so let me ask a question. Where do you draw the line of what you do or do not credit in your videos?
Well, again, Kiwi Farms is not
huge.
That is literally just a
Mrao
site where people go to
W.
post about lol.
At least Mrao won in the
they
end
just
there.
Put, like threads about lol.
At least Mrao
That's all
won.
that is. Why would I need to cite
Yeah, but
Kiwi
they
Farms
do
for a clip
collect
of
information.
Tactical Templar? This is getting ridiculous.
Okay, let's stay on the Nicandros stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know
let's
why you
not-
frozen stream right there, because we're going to keep on the things that you took from Nicandros' Twitter thread, right?
All right,
Stuff
yeah,
that you
sure.
can
Let's get back on topic here since you completely went off base there.
Do I risk
so
it
much
all
for
and attack
civility,
him
exactly.
with a level 15? No, I don't.
It's
no, I
fine.
don't.
Morale is
No, I
morale.
don't.
But yeah, let's focus on the Nick Andrew stuff and where you're talking about that. What they're trying
I
to
do
get at
not
is
do
like
that.
what do you decide.
But
what
this is
to-
so painful
I'm
because I
just
have to
saying,
fight
what do you
grass
decide
types with
what needs to be
grass types. This is
credited
so fucking
versus like a YouTube video or
stupid.
Kiwi Farms. I don't cite Kiwi Farms because one, I don't.
Ignore the Kiwi Farms
I'm
point.
giving off
There's nobody in
information
the
from
school right now called Kiwi
information.
Farms. I think just go for the Nicandros stuff.
Yeah, Kiwi Farms is an aggregate, not a source. Exactly what's said there.
I just accept
Morale was
Let's
Morale.
focus on the Chemtros.
True though.
All right.
Yeah, but again,
True.
the information
Well, we
is
were
being
trying to do
Morale
that
is
before, but then
Morale.
you randomly brought up Kiwi Farm. So what's going on
Okay,
here?
can we
No,
just
that
get
was
back
Yeah,
to
this was a
Nicandros then?
fucking
But we can get back
stupid
to
point to
Nicandros.
bring up. I don't know why they brought
Alright.
this up. It was dumb.
Let's try to stay on
well,
topic, though.
aggregating information, researching information.
See, okay, this
gathering
is like
information.
fucking. So far, this thing has been really retarded because they haven't like. Okay, you got to just keep it to a point. I really don't understand why they're not just driving home like, hey, what do you think the definition of plagiarism is, and at what point do you think you need to start crediting people? Like, where do you draw the line? You should have asked that question immediately. That should have been the first thing. And then you can dive into the real problem, which is the, what is it? What's his name? Shamu. Because I'm going to be real. I really don't give a fuck about, I really don't care about the Nick Andros one. Because the Nick Andros one is literally like, he took a watermark out. Which in my opinion, I don't really care. I don't care if people take out watermarks. It's really not that big of a deal. If it's malicious, then sure. If it's malicious, then sure. And since he has a history of doing it, then sure, it's a tad bit malicious and it's probably something he shouldn't do. Because it only drives home the idea that he does do this. But like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like they could have just stuck to a point, but they're just all over the place with this little debate. They're so all over the place. It's so bad. Did you see Lakari responded and said, yeah, I watch CP, but it's lolly hentai, not real. Did he actually? Wait. Good night, Nox. Did he actually? Hold up, I gotta see this. What? What? That's awesome.
And you could like
Yeah, I watch child porn, but it's not real. So
as
who
like just
cares?
gathering or aggregating information which is elsewhere available publicly.
So what you're saying, your Twitter thread should be okay.
Fuck.
Show me where
Numal
I plagiarized your
shit.
Twitter thread. Show me that. Where in the
Actually,
video
this
is this? Is it
Aiden
later,
works
like
for
around
this.
here?
Aiden works
You
for
bring your
this.
video again?
Yeah, let me share my screen.
We can't see it.
All right, that's fine. Let's see here. Now where exactly, like, do you see where I'm kind of like mousing over here? Where exactly is that? Where specifically did I plagiarize you?
Aiden should be able to one
Somewhere
shot
more
this
on the
thing.
right, I think, or left. I don't know.
Okay.
Just scroll around.
This video was going to talk about the real issues with
I
Africa's
don't have the
history
exact
and not wanted
timestamp
to
to
watch
hand
it
right
after
now.
all. So in
All
some
right.
ways, I am actually kind of glad
We'll just
he
play
did
this
choose
and
to
then
react to
point
this
out to
video
me where I
because it very
plagiarized you.
clearly did
Finally,
expose his
bubble beam.
bias. Africa's history is a very deeply
how much of this do we
saddening
need
and
to watch
honestly
before we
very
get to the
harsh
point?
tale, and it's a
Well, I don't know. I mean,
somebody
you
with
again,
himself
you
to
made
get
the
the
claim, my guy. You
Isn't
made
it
the
at
claim.
the-
I
isn't it at
criticized
the-
your Twitter thread. I thought you would have had that ready.
I mean, I'm asking you to just, like, just scroll the fucking bar.
Oh, dude, yeah, and Nick Andros just
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
ready. See, that was the other problem. Nick Andros was not ready for this. He got added into this call like last second, apparently, is what I heard. He got like thrown into this call like last second, which, I mean, I don't know, man. Like this, it's just so. This was so poorly done. Which, don't get me wrong, it's not really like their fault, because the man who set this up, the evil mastermind who set this all up, was none other than, what the fuck, Otterlynoah. He was the one who set this up. He was the one who actually set it all up. Oh, look at this. The wing attack is actually doing damage. Oh, effect spore. Boo, what is this gay drama? Boo.
Really, what he is perhaps one of the biggest scumbags
It's pretty
in the entire
fucking
VTuber
rough.
community. He started as an anti-tuber who intentionally ripped off other
Holy
series
shit.
and applied them to anime, then
That did a
eventually
lot
went
of
into
damage.
VTubing. And then he would use his VTubing clout and popularity on YouTube to get into contact
So this
with
is just me talking about Nuxtaku and his controversies. Is there anything from these videos here? Because this is from one of Nux's own videos, the one where he's talking about the fucking cat Anka from Animal Crossing and making
Is
people
that
do the
it?
porn
Oh,
dance.
no,
That's
Grandma.
in the video.
I forgot about Grandma.
All right.
many other VTubers and creators in general, some of the biggest on the platform, in fact.
Yeah, this
Ever
is him
since
making
then,
them
he
do
has
the Anka
consistently shown himself to be a major cloud
And this is from
chaser, an
Taiga's
ego
own video. I'm not seeing anything from you yet.
maniac
Let's
who
keep
will
going.
never take accountability for anything he does. There was that entire Vishojo situation that I brought up briefly before, where he ended up quote-unquote
Meta-tight.
working with Vishojo to try to stop some
Okay.
scammer that was pretending to be
Where'd
that.
you get
He
the
ended up
information
making a
for this,
video
by
that
the
was
way?
very loud.
Hold on.
and
That's all over. Everybody knows about this stuff.
Yeah,
but where
Aiden,
did you
we
get
need
research
Aiden
How
for
did
this
you
one.
research the situation?
I believe it was well, I there were different.
That was his response on Twitter.
Twitter threads. There's in Kiwi Farm.
Let me
stuff,
check.
but
Let me actually.
also, like,
let me double check. Let me see that. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see.
I want to see.
Lakari. Let's see. Okay. Hold on. Let's take a little break and take a good look at this. I did not see this. During my last stream, I opened Notepad, which revealed a link. The list in the link included titles that suggest, titles that suggested child sex abuse material further down. I've never consumed this type of content, nor do I think it's acceptable. I decided to keep streaming in an effort to downplay the severity of the situation, which was deceptive. This was a mistake that I deeply regret and apologize for. The link gave access to abusive material for anyone to see. This is serious and harmful. I recognize that trivializing abusive material on stream is not okay and can lead to real harm. It's my responsibility to provide a safe space for my community and peers, in which I failed to do. I'm taking real steps to change my ways. I've admitted myself into a porn addiction recovery program that will last 30 days. During this time, I'll be able to work out there while also receiving professional therapy and retreatment for my addiction. Browsing hentai and porn websites as an escape has been a serious problem as long as I can remember. This treatment will come with an indefinite hiatus to my live streams to allow myself to focus on recovery so I can hopefully contribute a net positive to society. I want to clear up two things while I'm getting my shit together. I'm only into 2D hentai content. I don't watch, seek out, or download real-world 3D porn. And I do not engage with or support anything involving minors in any form. This contradicts your entire statement because you are literally saying that you only watch Okay. I'm sorry. And I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill every single time. If you watch Lolicon consistently, if you are jerking off to lolly hentai and you're seeking it out and you know pedophile keywords and everything for all this type of fucking content, I think you're a pedophile, right? I'll drive that home. And I think maybe he should have said something a little different here, but he said, I do not engage with or support anything that involves minors in any form. Involving minors in any form. What about minors in 2D form? What about minors in 2D form? What about that? You got to word your statement a little better, buddy. Got to word it a little better. After the stream, the files and links that showed up were looked into. There's no illegal material in them. The problem was how bad some of the titles looked and the fact that I didn't shut things down fast enough on stream. This is on me. I handled everything poorly. I get why people are troubled, and I should have taken it more seriously in the moment. I'm owning up to that, and I wanted these facts to be clear. Thanks for allowing me this time as I can focus on fixing myself. Yeah, man, oh, man. Okay, here's the thing. Let's say the material that were on the links weren't illegal, which I don't think people should be looking on. I don't think people should be looking up what the links are because it could be illegal material. It doesn't really matter whether it's illegal or not because it's just... It's the morality of it, essentially, right? Because let's be real. If it is all just lolly, right? If it is all, like, practically lolly, which I'm not trying to... You know, I don't know what's on the links because I'm not looking up what's on the fucking links. Plus, he didn't click on some of the other titles. So we don't know what was behind those. We have no clue what was behind those. We only know what was behind the link that was available and seen. So there could have been way worse things on that notepad that he is lying about. Which I think he is lying. But the keywords he used are, you know, genuine, you know... They're words that pedophiles use. I think family nudism was one of them, which is a word that pedophiles use when they look up their, you know, their porn. But I'll give this guy the benefit. Let's say he really is just into anime girls, just 2D kids. That's what he looks up. He looks up 2D children. I still think that is extremely strange, because the keywords you are using are pedophile words. These are dog whistle, I think, is the word to use. These are words that pedophiles use when they look up their porn, meaning you are fully aware of what these words are and what they mean because you're writing it down. One of the things that he said, one of the things that he specifically said for his argument for why he's innocent, he's an innocent man, is that he said that when he went on these sites, he didn't know what any of this was. My first thing to point out is, one, why did you write that in a notepad then? Why did you write it in a notepad? If you went on these sites and you saw, you know, you were looking at your porn and whatnot and blah, 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 why would you write that in a notepad, first of all, if you saw, like, illicit, like, bad material? Because that's what these words are. Okay, let's keep it real. That's what these words are. There was a teen X animal too. Yeah. There was words with teens as well in it. These keywords are going to lead you to pretty disgusting material. Like, they're not going to lead you to tame material. It's disgusting material. So there's no, like, way that he looked up these words and saw something light or tame. He was seeing some pretty rough material. So the first thing is, why would you write it down? Why would you write it down in a notepad? And let's just say there is no link on the let's say he never put a link down. Still, why would you write it down in a notepad where the notepad has a bunch of different keywords of different porn? Doesn't make much sense. Now, does it? It doesn't really make much sense. Because if you're not into it, you wouldn't even need to write it down. Because, like, okay, I get it. There are people out there who accidentally stumble upon some pretty rough material, okay? Especially if you're into weird stuff, sure. You might be into some weird stuff. Maybe you stumble upon something that's actually pretty evil. You're not going to write it down. You're not going to jot it down anywhere. You're going to log off and you're going to go to somewhere else. And you're going to look up porn elsewhere. And you're not going to watch the porn that's evil, okay? You're not going to jot it down and put a fucking link towards it. That's not how that works. That isn't how that works. It's pretty fucking self-explanatory. Bro, I had no fucking idea what JBT meant to this situation. I didn't either. Someone on the day it happened, I can't remember who, I think it was Master Mark. He said it to me. He said, like, he's like, where's your JBT files? And I was like, what does JBT mean? And then I said I was gonna look it up, and then people in chat were like, don't look it up. But don't worry, I looked up specifically, what does JBT mean? So it didn't give me anything crazy, okay? People are getting him on the checked into those links. Well, okay, here's the thing. I think if you're one of those people that's looking up the link, you're a fucking idiot. You don't need to look up the link. There's no reason to look at the link. Don't go on the link. Don't type the link into your computer, because for all we know, there's explicit content on there and you're engaging in illegal activity. You don't do that. Like, don't ever do that. The words are on the screen. The keywords are on the fucking screen. You don't gotta look up. You don't have to do that. It's unnecessary. It's not. We don't need to. We have all we need on the front page. We see the words. Okay. So for anybody who was doing that, yeah, I don't. And if they already did it, yeah, you're a fucking idiot. He's just lying though, saying there is nothing illegal. Bestiality is illegal, bruh. Well, his argument is that it's all 2D, which by technicality, animal, like, if it's like animal drawn like porn, it's not illegal. I don't think there's anything illegal about like 2D drawn like furries. But if he is reacting to like IRL, like actual bestiality, then yes, that is illegal. And like I said, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt here and saying, sure, all of this is all leading to links of sites where it's all 2D and it's all 2D hentai. Sure, it's all leading to 2D hentai. I guess, sure, fair, whatever. Doesn't matter because it's not, I don't give a fuck about the legality. I care more about the fact that you are watching and probably indulging in pedophilic content, which would, you know, make you a pedophile. Like, that's not the point. I hope actual law look into it and get his it's just 2D BS. Yeah, this guy's insane. This guy's crazy. No, to be fair, bro, it's not surprising. I'm going to keep it real. When we watched this guy and we went on his channel, his fucking his videos are disgusting. Half of his fucking videos, family nudism is 2D question mark? I don't listen, man. I don't know. Just bear with me here. I don't know. I don't know if family nudism is supposed to be for like actual, if it's for like fucking real shit, that's even worse. I don't know. All right. I have no fucking clue. I'm just assuming that, and I'm hoping that it is like for what he's saying, you know, 2D hentai fucking action, like it, you know, lolly stuff. I really hope it's not real people, right? My hope is that it's not real people. That's fucking disgusting if it is. Yeah, that one is the worst. It's a dog whistle. Okay. I have just remember, I can't remember who said it, but somebody was pointing out that family nudism and JBT are like basically keywords for pedophiles. They don't use that term in hentai? Oh, dog. Okay. All right. Whoa. Okay, dude. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't. Oh. She's alive. She's alive. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Force palm is not a good sign, bro. Force palm is actually pretty bad. I gotta swap out to Fox. It's code talk for specific stuff. Dude, okay, now that I'm, okay. At the start, I kind of just, okay, listen, I was aware that it was most likely. I was very aware that it was most likely going to be, you know, oh, yes, Confusion 2. Please don't kill, please don't kill, please don't kill. Oh, Fox, you tanky. Look at you. That's as far as I know about it. It looks bad, bruh, and his reply is so bad. Well, okay, it's like I said, he never clicked on the thing. So let's say there is no link on it, right? Hi, GoCato. Let's say, okay, let's say that there is no link on the pad, on the notepad. What it doesn't change anything. Like it doesn't change anything. It doesn't matter. Because why is that written on a notepad to begin with? The first image you see is the notepad with the first thing that says like teens and animals or whatever the fuck with a link, I think is the one. So it's safe to assume, I think, at least in my opinion, it's safe to assume that the other ones with the words, right, with the keywords on them, there's probably a link right next to it. There is probably going to be a link right next to it. I'm going to assume. He's not just, I can't imagine this guy's just writing down fucking pedophile dog whistles in a notepad just for funsies, right? It's just not happening. That doesn't make any fucking sense. So like this guy is like he's like an actual pedophile. Like this guy like legitimately is a pedophile. It's evil. I missed your streams. I'm sorry for neglecting you like a starving child of my Why are we still talking about this PDF? Let's watch the CC stuff. Oh yeah, we can move on to the CC stuff. I'm gonna be brutally honest. The Otterlynoah stuff is really it's a hard watch. And why have that lurking in the background where you just alt tab to it? Yeah, I mean, I said specifically before, I never got it. I never understand why people do that on their PCs. Like, okay. Let me... Oh, why is it all the way over here? Why does this say PewDiePie? Oh my god, I remember this one. I remember this one. We ranked each N-word. Each N-word moment. I completely forgot. Like, okay, Oh, it's not on screen. My bad. My point is and this is just, I don't know if I'm just like crazy, but like if you have files, like if you open up your files or if you open up your notepad or whatever, in my opinion, I don't understand why any of these fucking retards would ever put this stuff on stuff that you could accidentally show on screen. I just don't get it. I don't know why these people aren't using their brains. Like I can open up my notepad without being in fear that something is going to like pop up on here, like personal information or anything. Because obviously I know that I'm going to open up notepad once in a while on here. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's confusing to me. It's so confusing to me. Using brain bad. Have you considered this? True. Like, if you are like somebody who likes weird fucking strange content, I feel like you should be like very understanding of where you're putting it. It's kind of like Vosh, where Vosh was doing the same shit. Vosh opened up his fucking files and there it is. It's like, brother, why are you like saving this material on your computer where you could accidentally show this to your stream? You have to factor this shit in, you fucking idiot. Your career would be intact by now if you didn't do this stupid shit. So silly. So silly. You're sounding like Tipster Marcus? No! No, I'm not. Yeah, I just wanted you to see the update he made for the Audacity. Goat, the character we're playing as is you. The name of the character is Goat Cato.
Consequence. A result or effect,
Shit, what the hell?
typically one that is unwelcome or unpleasant. Now, I'm sure
heal?
that this definition would work out in most situations, but when it comes to this incident that we're going to discuss, unpleasant is a massive understatement. Because how else would you explain posting a video defending yourself in the face of consequences and getting one of the worst like-to-dislike ratios I've ever seen in my entire
Holy
life?
shit,
How else would you
1K to
explain
54K.
community notes that are so ruthless that they put you in physical pain when
I
you
haven't
read
lied
them,
once, bro.
all while
She
your
has lied
sponsors
multiple
join in the chaos and
times.
start canceling their contracts with you. I mean, really, is unpleasant truly a word that can describe how bad this is?
That's one thing my Hawks have done right. The one thing my Atlanta Hawks have finally done right. Oh shit, I'm taking on a Magnemite. Ooh, Roselia? Okay. This Roselia is actually crazy. I forget how strong Roselia is, man. Or Rosita? Roselia is the final evolution. I'm tripping. Rosita. This thing is fucking good, man. Its attack, its special attack is crazy. But my Hawks did one thing right, and they posted about the fucking Kingsman stuff, how Kingsman fell after watching his old team get destroyed in the rival tournament. At least my Hawks are doing one thing right, man. At least the admin for the account is doing one thing right.
Is when there's an NBA team that's making fun of you on their TikTok page.
The community notes were cooking your ass every single time.
Your name is now used as cultural lingo to signify a bad player.
Okay. Let's do some retrospective of this situation. One thing I want to point out. I actually think Cece is getting way too much hate. And okay. Don't call. It's not because I'm a simp or some shit. It's not because of it. It's because it's not being passed around collectively enough, right? She's gotten like the blunt force of it, which I get it. She's the one that was more vocal. But that other girl, Lucy, or whatever the fuck her name is, she's the one who like compared him to like, what did he compare her to? he compared her she compared him to like Israel or something, like supporting Israel. And she didn't get nearly as much hate. She kept the hate train going for as long as I can think. And like the Zaza girl, she didn't really get as much hate for being the one that reported him to her husband or boyfriend or whatever the fuck, so she can get him kicked out of the tournament. I think there should have been more hate. I think there should have been more hate towards the rest of the girls, just as much as Cece. Lucy Yasa was a backstabber. Oh my god, bro, that bitch pissed me the fuck off. That bitch pissed me off so fucking much. She was worse than Cece. I'm being so dead ass. In the moment, in the videos that we see, she wasn't being as vocal as Cece. But the aftermath, bro, she was going on. She was the one that was like, she made fun of him for needing money for college. Like, oh my god, bro, she was so bad. I hated it so much. She was so annoying. All these bitches deserve hate. They all deserve hate. I saw this other clip of Marcus playing Pokemon. There's a clip of me playing Pokemon. There's a lot of clips of me playing. I play this game a lot, actually. I play Pokemon a lot, actually. So you might have to give me the deets. The girls were just being cunty. Is it 'cause CC Asian? Okay, I did. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Yeah, Marcus' wife is Asian. Yeah, Marcus is into Asian women. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever, dude. I mean, have you considered, though, she did show her feet on stream. I'm just saying. Maybe we got to give her a chance. Maybe we got to give her a chance here. Just saying.
Their game. I mean, seriously. How the hell did it get so bad?
Plus, Zaza was the one who just sucked at the game.
It wasn't centered on a game or a community. This was something that everyone can understand. A victim standing up to
meant for the hate. Oh. I plead the, what is it? I plead the fifth or whatever. Yeah.
Bullies. They held more power and influence over
I'll send
him
it to you.
and
Okay,
managed to
thank
cause
you.
considerable damage. He was framed, and they tarnished his reputation. He would then, all alone, stand up.
Oh, it's that fucking, what is this? Hold up, what clip is this? Sorry, chat. Jesus. Sorry, chat. The wife's being strange in the background. Maybe I should cheat on her with a minor. I'm kidding. That. No. Bad clip. No. Bad clip. No, dude, no. Shit. I was ruthless back then, man.
Up for himself. And when the community had his back,
I was so bad. I was so bad. Actually, I gotta switch out to Breland.
Never once apologizing to him. This truly showed us how vile they truly were as they were being cornered by, well, the entire internet.
Oh my god, my mic was muted. My mic was muted. I was talking the whole fucking time. What the hell, dude? God damn it. This fucking comment, dude. I don't like black people. Yikes. He was always in the files. This should shock nobody. Dude, I promise I'm not evil. I promise. I just like, I was crazy back then, bro. Now looking back at In my earlier stream days, dude, looking back at it, holy shit, I should calm down. I gotta calm the fuck down, dude. I gotta stop. I gotta calm down. Oh my god. Like I was a little too crazy. I was a little too crazy with what I said. I went a little too wild. I guess that was part of the Marcus charm, I guess, maybe. I don't know. You said some crazy shit. I know. Looking back, bro, I should not. That's like evil. That's like really evil. No, we need more edgy jokes and slurs. Listen, man, listen. I don't know. I didn't even need that blue switch. Was this final? Is this the final? Okay, wait, hold on. Nah, just feed him a berry. He'll be fine. Yeah, just give him berries. He'll be okay. Who does he lead with? I'm just going to assume he leads with the Magnemite. I'm just going to assume.
So no wonder this escaped containment.
Play the clip again. I don't wanna. I don't want to play that clip again, man. I don't want to play that clip again. I don't like black people is crazy, though. Did she actually say this? Is this like her actual account saying this, or is this something else? Is this somebody else saying this? That's crazy. I didn't realize she said that. She's awesome, actually, in my books. If Cece was caught for saying like crazy edgy shit in Discord, she's totally redeemed herself, bro. She's totally redeemed herself. If she's running around saying crazy shit like I hate black people, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so happy.
Outside of the Marvel Rivals community and into the mainstream. You now have people, both young and old, wondering
People
what
don't
happened,
respect dark
asking,
humor. Oh,
hey,
thank
can
God
I get details about
I
this?
led with
And I mean,
Brilliant-
of course
Brilliant.
they would, because
Brilliant.
this story not only plays out like a classic movie plotline, it also has an extremely satisfying ending. However, the ending
When
is even
Riru
more
would come in and
satisfying
say,
if you truly
okay. To be brutally fair, at some point, I started getting very, like, concerned with the amount of people. I still do. Like, people come into my chat and say, like, oh, yeah, well, your wife is fucking 8 years old. And I'm sitting here like, please stop saying that. Please. Like, I don't say it. But I don't want people to say that anymore. It's like evil. It's like, oh my god, please, can we not get paralyzed hacks right now? Can we not? Can we not deal with this right now? Yeah, it's evil when they call me that. It's evil when they call me that. Or not call me that, sorry. It's evil when they say that about my wife. Cause like, I'm at a point where, dude, paralyzed. I've been paralyzed 3 times in a row. I'm gonna start hitting myself in the fucking head. I'm gonna start bashing my fucking brains in. Okay, thank you. What's this clip? Oh, video unavailable. Sorry, Desali, I can't get that one. Hold on. Jesus. This is a mess. This is a fucking mess. What is this?
Have fun squirting upstairs with the color clown.
Whoa! Have fun squirting upstairs with the color clown? Crazy. This is a kid's game?
No, I don't.
Welcome to my squirt room.
No.
This is a kid's game? We're squirting in a kid's game? That's crazy.
No, I don't want to be here.
Have fun.
I don't want to be here. Oh my god, bro. That's good stuff. That's awesome. What? It played for me? It did? It's literally said video unavailable. Oh my god, they're just volt switching back and forth like a bunch of fucking stupid fucking. Oh, ooh. I gotta be careful about what I say, bro. Because I don't want to say like the F slur. But I might. But I might. Marcus is the squirt clown. I'm not the squirt clown. I'm not the squirt clown. Oh my god, stop volt switching. I'm gonna fucking cry. Video unavailable, video unavailable. It just says video unavailable for me. What is this one? Yeah, they're all unavailable. They're all unavailable. I give you the pass. I gotta stop. I gotta get rid of this paralyzed, bro. I'm actually gonna fucking scream. Like, I'm getting so pissed off. I can't take it anymore, bro. I can't. Please get it off of me. I haven't hit a single fucking hit because I keep getting... I give you the pass? Wait, for what? I'm still confused. Oh my... Oh. Dude, is it like... Dude. And then he got a crit. I have never in my life... Dude, I can't. I never in my entire life playing these games have I ever had this immense amount of bad luck playing these fucking games. We did this with like the last gym, I think, or like one of the battles recently. What the fuck is going on? What is happening? And okay, please do not. Please. Oh my god. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. What is happening? And then I'm going to get paralyzed, right? Paralyzed, I can't... I gotta calm down. My wife is sleeping. My wife is sleeping in the other room. Did you know his wife is like 5'1"? Obviously a child. Actually, she's 4'11", so. She's actually 4'11". Mark escaped. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's okay. I'm okay. Do a randomizer. I'm playing... I want to do a randomizer one day, but I am playing on just a modded DS, so I actually don't have a randomizer on here. I'm going through them just naturally, just normally. Because I know damn well if I did a randomizer, I'm going to lose. I'm not even going to win a single fucking one. Okay, finally, we got through all of the annoying, retarded, stupid... I don't care. I just leave Preloom, man. A little person. She's actually legally not considered a little person. She had to be 4'10". 4'10", I think. Then she could be considered a little person. She's close. She's there. She's almost there. She's short as fuck, man. She's hella short. She likes to consider... Okay, so when we go out, right? When we go out, she says she's 5 foot to everybody. And that's just not true. Like that... I'm just keeping it real, chat. That's just not true. She's not 5 foot. I mean, if she stepped on one of those things that measures your height at the doctor's office, I'm telling you right now, she's not cracking. She's not cracking the 5 foot mark. I mean, it just doesn't happen. And if you're not cracking that number, you are not 5 foot. That's like me saying I'm 5'11". That's like me saying I'm 6 foot because technically 5'10" is basically almost 6 foot. So I'm 6 foot. That's not how it works, man. He had to mute to say a slur. I didn't actually say a slur. I was about to slam my desk. Okay, so I was going to slam my desk and then like yell, but my wife is sleeping. I can't do that. Like I'm actually going to make her so pissed off if I do that. Thank God I won this battle, bro. I was going to scream. This was an easy fight. I knew a girl that was 4'11" and very vocal that she was not, in fact, a dwarf. My wife isn't super vocal about it. No one really ever asks her if she's a dwarf. No one ever asked that question. She doesn't look like a dwarf. You know what I mean? Like, you know how little people look? You know how they have like a certain look to them? She doesn't look like that. She doesn't look like a little person. She's just short. If she was 1 inch shorter, you guys could get handicap parking. Oh, maybe she should shrink. Maybe she should just shrink or something. That would be so much better. Oh, fuck. I need Rock Smash, but it's over in the fucking... it's in the other cave. God damn it. I forgot about that. I should have grabbed that sooner. It's fine. We got a bike. Let's continue the video. I don't know why I'm like derailing.
Every aspect that led up to it. And seeing that there's a lot of details involved, I figured we have to talk about it, which is why I'm making this video. So without further ado, here's the full story of how Kingsman stood up to his 3 bullies and won. Let's do this. Alright, so first things first, who the hell is Kingsman 265? Well, before even starting to upload videos or create content, he was someone who had already spent time in first-person shooter games, most notably Hyperscape, a Ubisoft game that came out in 2020. According to him, he played this game back when he was 16 years old,
Fuck off,
and
man.
he was so good at it that
Whatever,
at some point
dude.
he was #1 on the leaderboard. Quite the achievement, especially since this game had a crazy learning curve. That unfortunately wouldn't last, because the game would prove to be unpopular and shut down very shortly after. This is when he would make the move to Apex. And just like in Hyperscape, the guy was very skilled too, achieving top ranks consistently. For Kingsman though, everything would change when Marvel Rivals would come out on December 6th, 2024. This is when he would pivot to
I'm a big Apex guy. I like Apex.
And just like in the other games he played, he was also incredibly skilled here, reaching top 500 in multiple roles using multiple heroes, while also managing to become the rank 1 Magic player, a character that's not even ranked at the top of the meta. Look, by this point it was obvious. Kingsman wasn't just talented at Marvel Rivals, he was talented in general in competitive games. Unfortunately though, this ridiculous level of skill wouldn't translate into much viewership. He would start streaming in the summer of 2023 and would continue streaming regularly, consistently. And yet for almost 2.5 years, the growth wouldn't translate into much, with him peaking at around 150 average viewers. That's just the reality of the streaming landscape, especially when it came to a game like Marvel Rivals. So on January 12th, 2026, when Basim ZB, a Marvel Rivals content creator, would announce that he was hosting a tournament for
DMs Marcus. Your little pussy belongs to me, princess. You know, I'd say stuff like that again, though. I think, you know what, like, ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of, ain't nothing wrong with that, but, you know, we might have to, you know, the minor comments, we gotta dial it back, you know what I mean? The minor jokes are like the ones you gotta dial back, you know, that stuff is crazy. That stuff is crazy, but that, you know, your little pussy belongs to me, princess. Like that stuff. Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Marvel Rivals titled Creator Cup with a $40,000 prize pool, including 48 creators.
His glasses are somewhere around here.
As you can imagine, he was very excited. This is an opportunity to not just showcase your content and your gameplay, but also a shot at winning a prize.
Clicking the
This
A
prize
button
pool also didn't come
everywhere.
from just anywhere. It was officially being sponsored by NetEase Games, the creators of the game. The way this was structured was simple. There would be 8 different captains, and on the 13th of January, they'd all be present on Basim's livestream to create their team from those 40 invited content creators. In the case of Kingsman, he'd end up being picked by the captain, Cece. She admitted
during
the
VR
draft pick that
cringe.
she didn't know him. She just
Oh
knew that he
yeah,
was
we were
very
watching that
skilled.
VR shit.
Alongside him, she would pick a few other teammates. What you have to keep in mind are 2 names in particular, Zaza Stack and Luciasa. You see, Kingsman was streaming as Cece was picking her team, and from the moment this team was formed, he signaled one worry that he had, Zaza Stack. So shortly after the draft, he would get into a call with the team captain, Cece, and he would express his worries. He'd very clearly outlined to her that he was worried about Zaza Stack, not because of her skill, not because of her as a person.
Oh, I already have Rock
the only
Smash.
content creator that was based in Australia when everyone else was playing on US-based servers. This meant that she had 200 ping, and to make matters worse, she was a Black Widow main, a sniper character.
To make
that
things
of course
worse.
needs way less than 200 ping to be accurate, while also being a character that's completely out of meta. Cece would reassure Kingsman during their call that don't worry, European players have
Don't worry, man. She's cracked. Don't worry. She's great at Black Widow, though. Like, she's not meta, but it's okay because she's cracked. She's actually insane, though. Like, she's actually insane.
150 ping, Zaza Stack isn't that far behind, and that her Black Widow was really good.
I don't want to waste Rock Smash on Remy.
Performance himself. So look, by this point, everything was
But I
sporty.
have
Everything
to.
was friendly and reasonable. It was no secret that Kingsman was worried, but he was optimistic.
I'm so pissed because I have to waste Rock Smash on Remy. Trust, bro. Trust, bro. The high ping doesn't matter, though. The high ping doesn't matter. She can play the game. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. She can play the game. She can play the game. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
He wanted to give
She's
this team a
cracked.
chance,
She's
especially
cracked.
seeing that there was a $40,000 prize pool and he was a completely broke college student. He wanted to give it his best shot and chose to give Zazastack the benefit of the doubt. What he could have never seen coming, though, is that this team wasn't going to be too far off from those terrible group projects you had in high school, where you were put with the most entitled, vile bullies. Alright, so here's the deal. A Marvel Rivals team has 6 players. There are different heroes with different roles, and you can use varying combinations to come up with a strategy. At the moment, though, the best strategy is pretty straightforward, and it's used by all pro players. It's called triple support, and it involves having half your team pretty much be support heroes. Seeing that there's not really much you can do to counter a team like this, everyone has been using it to rank up. It's actually very similar to what happened with Overwatch 1 at some point, when the meta used to be 3 supports and 3 tanks. Everyone was using it and you couldn't counter it in any way, shape, or form. Seeing that Kingsman
Simply
was intending
predict
to
where
do his
people will
absolute
be.
best in this tournament and wanted his team to win, he assumed that his team would also have the same
I also
mentality
kinda
and
need
go with
Cut,
the
but I'm not
best
gonna waste
meta team
Cut on
possible.
these
Shortly
guys
before
just
the
yet.
tournament would begin, he'd go live on his channel with the intent of scrimming with his team, which meant playing against other teams in this tournament before the tournament began, just to practice. The only person who had shown up was Cece. He had to go out of his way to contact everyone else in order for them to get there. 2 of the players couldn't even make it. They found replacements for them, but the only players that showed up from his team were Cece, Zazastack, and Luciasa. As you can imagine, the scrims went terribly, and I can't remember the last time I had to force myself to watch something this much because of how uncomfortable it was. But I'm not going to be the only one suffering here. I'm going to show you multiple clips of these scrims so you can understand how terrible the team dynamic was and how vile his teammates were. In this first clip, Kingsman expresses shock when his teammates tell him they don't intend to run the best meta team composition in the game. Seeing that some of the people playing this tournament were pro players, this was pretty much similar to saying, hey, we're going to throw the game on purpose. Watch.
We're not going to run triple support for the tournament?
No, we're not. Where did you get that idea that we were?
GG, we lost. What?
Right.
Where did you get the idea that we were?
Okay, then we don't play. Okay, well, this is gonna be a hard tourney then.
Yeah, you like.
Okay, wait. This could. I gotta be very careful because we're on Route 111. And okay, fuck. Because we're on Route 111, and I want a Pokemon that's not from the rock. But there is a chance that I land a Pokemon that's from the fucking rock. Like, there's a chance that I actually, like, straight up get one from the rock. And I'm not trying to get a Rock Smash like Geodude or some shit. Like, that's actually going to piss me the fuck off if I get a Geodude. Please, please, please don't waste my... Please don't waste my encounter. Please don't waste my encounter. Please don't waste my encounter. Okay.
No, guys, I want to try hard this tourney, but
if you don't run triple support, like hard meta.
To be honest, going into a tournament with a team of women and expecting to win either way.
Yeah,
we're gonna need
True. True. True.
Like, I don't think.
Like, honestly, you're so right, though. Like, honestly, you're so right.
Other teams, like I think the other teams will just walk out with full.
Like, I'm not... Okay. I'm not trying to say this as, like, a... like anti-woman thing, right? I'm not trying to say this as like an anti-woman thing, but like unironically, when it comes to video games, I get pissed if I get paired with a woman. And that's just because I feel like most women, when they, okay, if you know the drama, which we do know by now, they were playing for the vibes. They were playing for the vibes. And most women play for the fucking vibes. Like, most women play so they can, like, just because they just want to have fun, and they don't really take the game very seriously. Like, even my own wife. Like, I'm trying to play League, and, like, when I play League, I don't want to, like, I don't care if I lose. I don't really give a shit. But the problem is, like, if someone's running it down and not playing well, it's going to piss me off. Like, it's just going to piss me off. Because I'm not trying to have, like, a shit time. I'm not trying to have a terrible night. I'm trying to at least have some fun, you know? And she's not the best at the game. She's learning. But there were some times where it's like she's running it down. She's getting fucking killed, ganked, just feeding the mid lane or feeding, like, a different lane. And she's not helping me, or I'm dying super easily. And I get fucking pissed. And then she's, like, mad at me because I'm, like, not happy or something. And I'm just like, bro, I just want to have fun playing the game, man. It's just stats. Dude had lottery odds and is getting mad somebody threw out his scratcher. I don't take it seriously, and I'm just like, I'm going to suck, and they're going to yell at me. Like, bro, women just play the game, like, to have fun. That's most of the time. There are women that take it seriously. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there are women that take it seriously. But, like, for the most part, like, when you pair up against or with women, they usually just play so they can have fun. Whereas, like, dudes will get fucking mad. They will get mad if you ruin their game. Because they're trying to win. Like, they're trying to come in here with a win. You know, and some girls will just be like, we lost. Who cares? I'm having fun. Like, that's kind of how it goes. So...
mind, we're still in the complete beginning of the scrims. This is like the first game they're playing together. The only person attempting to take him seriously was someone who wasn't even on the team. They were there as a replacement. The people arguing with him are both Cece and Luciasa, who kind of sound similar, as well as Zazastack. She's the one with the Australian accent. And from their tone, you can tell that they're clowning on him, even though Kingsman is one of the best players
why am I running
in the
into
game.
these trainers?
Still though, you don't get to Kingsman's level of skill if you just gave up easily. So he kept trying to talk sense into his team.
See,
and
okay,
only kept getting...
I'm not, again, this is why I say I'm not trying to be, like, rude to women or anything, but that's the thing, Ryan. That's the thing. Women will say, like, it's just a game. It's just a game. It's like, brother, I just came home from work. I'm trying to have fun. I'm not having fun when I'm getting fucking, you know, my stat line is like 1, 10, and 2, and I'm getting fucking destroyed in my bot lane because my ADC ain't fucking helping me. Okay? I'm not having fun. Like, I'm playing, like, listen, I want to play the game and have fun too, but I'm not having fun when I'm just getting fucking raped every second I play the fucking game. Okay? I don't understand that logic of, like, it's just a game, because it's like, well, yeah, I get it, it's just a game and you're here to have fun, but, like, I'm not having fun. Like, I want to play a game and have some fun, man. Like, that's the point of the game. And the fact he's ranked so high, of course, he felt like it was a setup for failure. Well, I mean, okay. So the way it was originally set up... Oh, this is Route 112, actually. That encounter... Oh, that encounter's for the desert. Okay. 111 is for the desert. I don't know what I'm supposed to do then, because I do not want to risk going back. Did he heal my team? Yes. Okay. Okay. People who say it's just a game are... Like, it's like, okay, I get it. It is just a game and it's not the end of the world. But the point of the game is to have fun. The point of the game is that I want to enjoy my time. Like, I don't care if I lose, if my stat line is like... If I have a stat line of like 3, 7, and like 5 or something. Let's say it's like 3, 7, and 5, and I like... played all right, but, like, you know what? We just got outbeat. It is what it is. We lost. I'm still having fun, you know? It's like, at least there's some fun moments where I made a play. But if I'm getting absolutely fucking destroyed in the bot lane and my fucking ADC isn't helping, or not helping, but my ADC isn't engaging when I need them to engage, right? It's like, I'm just not having fun. Like, I'm not having fun, and it's like, when people say it's like, it's just a game, it's like, dude, well, the point of the game is to have fun. I'm not having fun. So, I don't know. That's just how I see it.
Shut down.
Talk some sense into these guys.
But, oh, okay. Sorry. I got distracted. He was ranked high because they actually changed the event. So they changed the event. The event originally, oh, why do I keep running into trainers? The event originally was supposed to just be a creator event where they were like having like a little bit of fun. Then they immediately switched it to it being a prize event, and then they invited players that are like top players because he's not a big streamer. He's not a big streamer compared to the rest of these ladies. They're like big streamers, somewhat. I'm not gonna act like they're huge, but they're a bit decently sized streamers with good viewers. Whereas Kingsman, like he said, only gets about like 100 viewers. So, like Kingsman was definitely like, okay, can I actually go in here? Oh, I can't. So Kingsman is like, he was invited because he's a top player, so each team got a chance to have like a top player on their team, if that makes sense. I think a Numal is here. Please give me a Numal. Please give me a Numal. Please give me a Numal. Yes. Yes. That's a good poll. Average league matches are 20 to 40 minutes. You're not telling me I wasted 40 minutes just for you to say it's just a game. No N-word. It's just, I just lost 40 minutes of my life because you suck. Dick. No, I mean, he played Magic so well that he's in his own rank on Marvel Rivals. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, to be fair, you're right. Yes, you are right. He plays Magic so well that he's in his own rank. But like, for example, during the drama, the main point he tried to make during the drama is that he was trying to tell his teammates, I know how these guys play, aka some of the other team drafted players that he's played against because he's a top player and they play against each other like pretty often. So he knows how they play, and he's like, hey, we're going to lose if we do this comp, because he knows how to beat that. Like, he's going to beat that. So can we play something else so we can beat him? Because I want to win that 40K. And they're just running. They just said, no, I don't want to do that. So they're throwing. They're throwing because they know that. They know that the other players on these teams are like top players. They know this. It's not like they're not oblivious. They know this. They know that they have a top player, and so does every other team. Every team has a top player. It's like, bro, it's ridiculous. It's like you're just throwing because vibes or whatever. I don't know. Numal, name it after me. Okay, Dasali, you can have a Numal named after you. I actually don't think you actually have had Pokemon named after you before, but we'll do it for you, Dasali.
They're gonna
fucking triple support a character that I don't know how to play. What the fuck do you want me to do? Like,
but every team will. You don't think
Cursed to be an early pick when he could have rolled with a team of sweats. I can't imagine how other people would have reacted in these events. He went straight in the ball. A Numal is a huge pull. I need this Numal, like, more than anything, bro. I need this thing so bad. I have a full team of grass types. I need this Pokemon. Dasali outing her weight with this. Oh, man. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, dude.
Support, let alone
if Matthew's playing for 40 grand, he's gonna play triple support.
I got mad.
As you could tell, he was starting to lose
Oh,
his
I
mind.
could have had him a
Guys,
chop.
there's $40,000 on the line, and you think that people weren't going to use the best meta composition in this tournament. The team captain was not taking him seriously, and Zaza Stack was not even attempting to offer to try support. He was starting to get so desperate that he even offered to play support himself, showing that he was willing to do anything for his team to win, something that his teammates apparently didn't really agree on.
Just because you can, I can learn him too and play him.
You need 2 tanks though for triple support.
People are telling me that, yeah, I can play second tank. I play strange.
Your chatters that freaking are keyboard Andes, bro.
He would offer to play support, he would offer to play tank, nothing, just more disrespect. He would continue to argue his point, trying to find some sort of compromise with Zaza Stack. His teammates were not having it, and this is what the team captain, the leader here, Cece, had to say to him. An incredible response, watch.
Hold on, Kingsman, you're gonna tilt me, bro. We haven't even played against them yet, bro. chill.
It's important to draft a good composition before the round starts, or before the match starts.
No shit, bro. But you think Zaza's gonna swap after we had this conversation 10 different times?
Yeah, don't know how to tell you when you keep asking. Like,
I'm telling you right now, she's gonna start on Widow no matter what you say.
I don't even think I've been playing that bad in our
The funny part, by the way, I understand Cece and Zaza Stack are not like pro players, but keep in mind, this is a tournament. And secondly, these are scrims, by the way. If you know anything about scrimming in pro play or scrimming in video games, scrims are specifically for trying new comps. That is what scrims are for. Scrims are not so you can spam the same character over and over and over again and not learn anything new. That is the point of scrimming. The point of scrimming is to play against the other teams with different comps to get a feel for what works against that team. That's like the fucking point of a scrim. And listen, I feel like they know that. I feel like these women know that. Like this feels, because this whole thing feels so spiteful. It feels like they're doing this on purpose for the most part. Like, it just feels like they're doing this shit on purpose.
I know you are. I know you're not bad at the character. That's not my point.
Not once did Kingsman disrespect Zaza, her skill, her playstyle, her as a person. His main worry stemmed purely from how the other team was going to counter her character, just naturally, just based on dynamics. Zaza Stack would argue, my performance isn't even that bad. That's gonna age like milk, because very shortly after, she would get absolutely pummeled by the enemy team. This is when he would say, do you see my point? This is when he would truly start to get disrespected by his team to the maximum level. Take a look.
Do you see my point? Now imagine Zaza trying to live that, right? It's not gonna happen.
Busy dueling with Spider-Man, bro. Well, none of them back to you guys now.
Yes, exactly,
Oh my God,
exactly.
wait, I'm like learning him.
But Bucky will. Bucky will prevent that.
He's not even, okay, he's not even being disrespectful with this too. See, my problem with this is like, I think they think he's being disrespectful. He's not even being disrespectful with this. Because this isn't really that disrespectful. He's just simply pointing out the comp. He's simply pointing out like, hey, like, this character is not going to work with this. That's why we need to switch. We need to swap out of this. Like, that's what he's trying to do. He's just trying to point out that, like, hey, see, exactly, this is exactly what's going to happen. They're going to play this character, and then you're going to get, like, fucking destroyed. And that's going to be the end of it. And he's not like dissing her game, like her ability as a Black Widow. Like, he's not dissing her ability as a Black Widow. He's just simply pointing out the comp and saying, like, she's going to get fucking destroyed by this one certain character. That's just how it works. It's like it's like any other game. Like, when you play like any other game and you pick a certain character and the other team just picks, like, oh my God, please don't die to a Zubat. Please don't die to a Zubat. It's like if you pick a fucking character that, if you pick a character and the other team picks a character that literally, what is it called? It counters your fucking character. Like, you're fucked. You're screwed. That's just how that's how it works. Like, I don't understand it. He's not like dissing her. He's just simply pointing out the comp. It's so fucking retarded.
No one is living a 5-man.
Can you train the Magikarp, Marcus?
Shut up.
Actually, yes.
They're living with triple support.
Yes. Yes. I need that.
Okay, so
for the next year.
Yeah, by this point, Kingsman's own chat had lost hope. W ego, it's fucking over. Is she dumb? She is so fucking mean. Rip, it's over. Yeah, you're not sniffing $1. You are not getting any money, little
You're not
bro.
sniffing
the cherry
$1.
on top here was the
Supersonic
fact
and
they would win
Confuse
this
Ray are
game,
the same fucking
purely
thing,
because
bro.
the rank 1 Magic, Kingsman, would carry the hell
But this
out
one
of
has
his
better
dumbass
accuracy.
team. Zaza's Tack throughout the entire game would only get 2 eliminations. 2. I want to emphasize to you how much of an achievement that
13,
is.
2, and
Getting
0,
a kill in this
2,
game isn't like
1.
in Call of Duty or other FPS games. If you just as much touch an opponent that ends up dying later by your teammate, it counts as a kill. Like, literally just doing 1 damage. This meant that throughout the entire game, she only hit 2 different people as a sniper. That's just how crazy this is. And no one saw this as a problem, except for Kingsman. That's how crazy the situation was. No matter what Kingsman would say, how he tried to formulate a sentence, how he would try to get the point across, he would always be disrespected. Like in this clip, watch.
Just save your breath.
Because I'm not swapping over Black Widow.
Okay, then we lost the tournament. GG, go next. That's literally how it works.
It's not happening, bro.
Oh my god, I just gotta talk about this fucking conversation now.
Nah, bro. And he's gonna make another video, bro, for sure.
Yeah, you're. Oh, this is an important conversation. This is.
You want to see something really ironic? As soon as this game started, literally as soon as this game started, one of the first people who died was Cece, and then
one.
Zaza stack immediately by Spider-Man. By the way, I just want to emphasize, Cece had told Kingsman specifically when they had the call before starting scrims that Zaza was great at taking out Spider-Man. That's why she's Widow. You want to see something even more ironic? Kingsman would get 18 eliminations, carrying the hell out of his team again, while Zaza stack couldn't even hit one person. 0 kills as a sniper, 5 deaths, and 0 assists. Assists are purely for healers, people who give you buffs, and if you get a kill, they get an assist. Zaza couldn't hit a single enemy that died this game. A single one. He would keep emphasizing his arguments, the fact that he went against #1 Black Widows in games and saw that they couldn't handle certain compositions. He really tried to get the point across that it's not Zaza stack that he has a problem with, it's purely the character pick. Still nothing.
Like, okay, like here's the thing. I'm sure she's a decent Black Widow. Like, I'm sure she's great, you know? I'm sure she's wonderful. I'm sure she's amazing at Black Widow in regular fucking matches. I'm sure she's great in her fucking expertise. But when the pro player is telling you that, hey, the other pro players in the event are going to fucking wipe the floor with you, and we're not going to have you on the actual like arena, like you're just going to get fucking destroyed because you're playing a terrible character, you just got to fucking take it and move on, man. You just got to, it's over, bro. Pick a different fucking character and just listen to him, man. Like, it's so blatantly obvious they're throwing. It's so blatantly obvious that they don't care and that they're throwing. Liquid Ooze? Man, what the fuck, man?
This would all culminate in one of the most disrespectful things that were said to him by the team captain. And since she was streaming too, might as well show you her perspective while she was saying it. Watch.
We are running into Snake Aces team. I don't understand, bro. I don't get it. You're making me mad, bro. We've been playing against Snake Aces team. This is their team. The only difference is one support player, bro. We won. Shut up now, bro. Like, I'm tired of it. This is fucking getting annoying, and you're making Zaza sad. Like, it's not gonna happen. She's gonna play Black Widow. So just shut up for 2 seconds and just play this goddamn scrim. Like, I don't get it, bro.
You're making Zaza sad.
Thank you. Oh my god! Like, just shut up, bro. Like, we're not gonna swap.
If you're concerned about their
I did not see this clip. God
what
damn.
An incredible display by the team captain who's meant to keep order, who's meant to understand all the perspectives in her team and find a middle ground. In her mind, she probably thought, Slay Queen, I'm being a girl boss right now. In reality, she was being a nasty bully. Not just her though, the other 2 girls as well. Out of all the scrims this team ended up playing, so around 7 different games, Zaza would do well on the last one. Kingsman would carry every single game. That's not an exaggeration. He was really carrying his team.
Unironically, I'm going to leave the poisoning.
Zaza got MVP.
I just realized I shouldn't heal Remy from poisoning. Like, deadass, just leave him with poison. He literally heals himself with it. Like, I can forget that he does that. Like, this is so clean. This is so easy. Remy is so fucking... Look at Remy, bro. Look at him. Man, Breloom is such a great mon, bro. I fucking love Breloom, bro. He's going to carry me to victory. He's going to be the reason we win this game. This has been the worst... I'm not even joking. This has been one of the worst starts of a run I've ever had. I was doing great up until I got to fucking... I was doing wonderful up until I got to... Up until I got to the 3rd gym. I got through the 2nd gym perfectly fine, and then all of a sudden I bragged and said, man, nothing's challenging, man. I'm having such an easy time. And then immediately I lose everybody.
Once. Here's how his team
Yeah, they were
reacted.
being nasty.
Look for
girls,
yourself.
be
This
happy
is
to
really
be here.
the last straw here.
2-2. Job. Talk shit to Kingsman now, Zaza.
I don't talk shit. I just tell people to shut up when they're talking. That's all.
Oh, that was horrible.
I didn't talk shit at all. When did I talk shit?
Look at her strut down this runway. Look at her strut down this one. Shush, Kingsman, you're not allowed to talk.
Damn. I did not see this clip. God damn.
You know, being a bit icky. That's all. It's
You're not the only one.
They're actually being like
I'm
bitches,
sorry,
bro.
I'm just a terrible person.
You know?
Just report me.
You're not a terrible person. It doesn't make you a terrible person.
I think
It's ridiculous.
Just be nice. Like, just be chill. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
sorry, I'm
get
just-
your
I'm just
passion
so
to win as
negative.
well, and like,
the
I
fuck
really
outta here,
want to
bro.
win as well. Intentionally.
Give me the
not,
fuck out of here, bro.
Because people are being icky.
I think I'm just gonna.
But they're down to wait for us.
Whatever. I want money. I'm still gonna play. I'm really.
Bro, we already won against them. Or do you want to just like leave them?
By this point, I really want to emphasize just how professional Kingsman has remained throughout this entire thing. Compared to the average person, I mean, hell, compared to me. In his shoes, I would have already crashed out a long time ago. I mean, she was over here saying that she was throwing on purpose because he was being icky.
My favorite part of this incident is he might even show it in this video, probably, most likely. But she after this incident, she was actually running around like trying to delete old tweets and stuff of her saying shit like I think she was saying shit like fuck men, like all men are bad tweets. It was like all men are terrible people tweets and shit. And it just writes itself. I mean, it writes itself, man. It literally writes itself, dude. Like, cause he's not okay, like he's not being disrespect, like, okay, I can maybe see from some perspective that maybe he is being a little pushy. Like he's being a tad bit pushy on it. Sure. You can make the claim that he's being a bit pushy about switching and that she made it clear, they made it clear that they weren't switching multiple times and he should have just left it at that. He should have just played the scrims and left it at that. But I think, me personally, I think that he has every right to be able to prove and point out why they should swap and why they should try something else. Because in my opinion, it's a little strange that she played like shit on Black Widow, kept picking it, played like shit on Black Widow, kept picking it, and he had to do all the he was doing all the running around, doing all the work, soloing on everything. And in my opinion, it's not very fair. It's not fair to him. It's not fair at all. Are you also? Okay, this is trainer. Marcus Lock-in. Feels like female influencers like these have been worse for women than genuine sexist. No, I mean, dude, okay, like, here's the thing. This, people, you're right, Pepsi Man, but people after this were saying, like, oh, this set back women another 900 years. And in my opinion, it's like, okay, let's be real here. This didn't set women back another 900 years, blah, 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 whatever. Like, let's be real. Like, don't treat them like shit and be sexist because of this incident. Like, but, like, that's, in my opinion, like, don't treat them like shit just because they're women, and don't be sexist to them just because, like, oh, women are being mean to a man in a game or whatever, blah, 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 I don't care. But, like, it really has been worse than actual sexist. Because most of the time with sexist, it's like people just ignore the sexist and call him shitty and that's it. These are, like, actually women that are fueling the sexist. Like, these are women that are fueling the sexist and giving them a reason to be spiteful and mean. They're giving them, like, a valid reasoning for being spiteful and being mean and being rude and all that. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just, like, why bring this type of attitude? I guess, is what I would say.
To her, and that once he finally shut up, she could
Used to
perform
have
well. We all
900
know that's a
average,
lie.
not
She couldn't even get
9.
one kill. So why did Kingsman actually stay
Whatever,
and deal with this
dude.
disgusting disrespect, this bullying? Well, he would explain it himself.
I gotta
Eventually,
get
the
cats in
scrims would
here.
end. He'd leave to continue playing ranked, and then he would tell his stream straight up.
I like
I'm just here to
women,
win
but
the tournament,
these
though.
women
I
suck.
need that money. I'm fucking broke. I like money, and $3,000 or $40,000, which has a prize pool for first place of $3,000, is a lot of money for me.
How much
I could
is
really
college,
use that to
Jeffrey?
help pay my college. You know, college tuition is very expensive.
So So that's what it was. A lot of people can relate to this. College tuition is crippling debt to just about anyone in the US. And on top of that, winning $3,000 would also mean that maybe you don't have to eat cup noodles every day. When you're a full-time student who doesn't work a part-time job on the side, $3,000 can really make or break an entire year of studies. Every dollar counts, which is why he was willing to deal with this blatant disrespect, all for the sake of maybe paying off some of his college loans. Unfortunately though, even after dealing with so much disrespect, with so much blatant bullying, it would all prove to be for nothing, because he wouldn't even get an opportunity to participate in the tournament.
I get an
Shortly
encounter in
after
here
telling
too.
his chat why winning.
Actually, Fiery Path, I'm pretty sure it's just a Torkoal. I'm pretty sure the only... Or Fury Path or whatever. Oh, actually no, I can get a Coughing, a Slugma, a Machop, a Torkoal, or a Grimer. That's a lot. That's a lot of good selections. I don't really want a Torkoal. Just because I got my fire typing. I guess Machop. No, I can't fully evolve Machop. Yeah, you know what? Maybe Coughing is the best option here. I think Coughing might be the best option here. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. Am I going to get it? Am I going to get anything? Okay, we got our encounter. If it's a Numel, it's a repeat. We can't do repeats. I got a Grimer. Can the next Pokemon you named be Zach ED in honor? I love that we're doing a Zach ED name for a Pokemon that's literally a pile of sludge of human feces and fuck. Why? Why? Yeah, okay, I can do that. Fuck. I miss Zach. I know, I miss Zach too. This is actually a great poll. Out of all the options, I think Grimer's probably the one I want the most because he's tanky. I could be wrong. I don't think Coughing is as tanky as Grimer is. Let me just double check. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Oh, Weezing has some pretty damn good defense. What about Grimer? I could be wrong. Actually, I might be dead wrong. Muck might not be tanky. Actually, no, Muck is much better well-rounded. He has got better stats by far. Grimer's a really good poll. Okay, Grimer's a great poll. I'm glad we got the Grimer. That's a good poll.
It's such a big deal for him. He'd go AFK for a few minutes, come back, and announce something so ridiculous that it would make anyone's blood boil.
Well, I was just kicked out of the tournament. Well, unfortunate. Yep, I know. I've been messaging Bazim for the past, like, 20 minutes, and nothing to do. I just gotta get removed, I guess. Wow. What a joke, bro.
Rare W spawn so fits, Zach.
Like, that's just insane.
Oh shit, I didn't realize the damage he just did on my fucking Zubat. I gotta chill, 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 I gotta chill.
Crazy. Wow, 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 wow.
As you can see, his chat was absolutely shocked. Anyone with a brain cell would be shocked. And Kingsman was speechless. Kicked for what? Enduring bullying?
Grimer's a great poll. I like Grimer. He's a fun Pokemon.
Experience playing in the highest ranks? And to top it all off, the reason for him being kicked wasn't specified to the public. The tournament organizer, Basim ZB, would give a very vague answer when asked why he was kicked. And he made it sound like something that was completely unforgivable. This didn't help at all, because it only fueled rumors and theories that were way worse than what actually occurred. See for yourself.
I made. This is my decision. He was kicked out.
I'm a leech seed, but hopefully we get
violating rules. All right, I'm gonna just say that because I mean I'm keeping it as respectful as possible. All right, I am a tournament host. There is a level of
it's like I can hear Zach still riding bikes.
And this is not. I'm saying like somebody calls somebody a poopy head, they don't get kicked out of the tournament. There's reasons for this, okay? And it's not just a one-time thing.
He was a poopy head.
I understand. Warning is not an option. No. Because if there's warnings, everybody's going to get warnings. There's a zero tolerance policy. He
watch this thing not go on a ball.
Win, and he wants a lot of people to switch to different team comps. I understand he wants
Please
to
go
win.
on a
I
ball,
get it.
bro.
You cannot avoid the fact it was very toxic.
Please.
There's a lot of different things. All right. I understand. I was a college student once too, bro. I get it. I got no personal beef with Kingsman. I got no beef with Kingsman. I got no beef with anybody.
I got no beef with Kingsman, but at the same time, what he did was unforgivable. What he did has a zero tolerance policy. He doesn't even deserve a warning, just an immediate kick. That's just how bad it is. Look, it was obvious he was trying to quell down the flames, but this did nothing but put fuel on it. It was handled horribly. Not to mention that as time went by, Cece would continue to talk shit behind Kingsman's back.
I open up the chat and I immediately see Cece
Zach
saying I
refuses
was
to be
shit
captured
talking
so
the
easily.
tourney and my members, and all I gotta say is I tried to be so polite the whole tournament, and I literally have been so respectful of Basm.
I ranked up, let's go.
I've been promoting this tournament for weeks, and obviously, maybe there was a joke in passing. I mean, like 5 minutes ago, Tato, I literally heard you say, this tournament's gonna be dog shit, bro. Like, because there's no bans. Obviously, there's jokes in passing, but all I'm gonna say is one of my viewers showed me that 20 minutes before I got kicked, Cece said
He's
she had
caught
to go
in a
do
great ball
something
because
real
he's
quick.
great.
So this was Kingsman talking to another streamer about his kick, arguing that there was nothing he said that was worse than what others have been saying throughout the tournament. Also showcasing to us that Cece has been talking shit behind his back even after he was kicked. Adding that she might have had something to do with this kick because she went AFK on her stream to talk to Basm
She
on
was
a phone call.
like, this is the other part. If it was just like limited to just the one little thing, let me heal up. If it was just limited to like the game and it could have just been left as like, we were all heated, you know, we were all heated. It is what it is, you know, and then she could have just made a simple apology and then blah, 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 move on. But she kept continuing it afterwards as well, which was like fucking, and to me, it was crazy. Like, he already got kicked, and then in her Discord or whatever Discord people were in was like straight up like, she was dogging on him so much, and it's like, bro, why? Chill. Like, chill the fuck out. He's in the dead box. I gotta get him out of the dead box, bro. He's not supposed to be in the dead box. He's awesome. He should not be in the dead box. He should be in the live box.
And finally, Kingsman went as far as having to explain to people that he was not a misogynist. Zaza Stack would complain to her Discord about how toxic.
So, Aaron, I have some news for you. So you talk about Go Nastro. So, Aaron, we were donated to catch an Aaron. I caught the Aaron. And then on the first battle I brought him into, I assumed I could swap out so I can, you know, get his levels up. And the person had a Pokemon that specifically did not allow Aaron to leave the battle. So I had to battle him with an Aaron that was under-leveled and couldn't fight, and he died immediately on first use. I didn't even get a chance with him. He died, and it was tragic, and yeah, it was rough. I'm gonna rope, dude. We literally, Ryan donated, and we called it Big Aaron, and it died. It died immediately, bro. It was so tragic. It was so tragic. No, I can't run Desali on this. I can't. I'm gonna get it killed.
He was to her, and someone would just randomly say that Kingsman's chat was misogynistic, that they were a reflection of his misogyny, that him asking Zaza, someone who can't even get one kill in an entire game, to switch to another hero was him being misogynistic. And since Basm ZB, the
it is
organizer of the tournament,
misogynistic. What do you
refused
mean?
to elaborate on why he was kicked, these rumors were running wild. It was so unfortunate. I mean, the guy did nothing wrong. His name was being ran through the mud. This is why after being kicked, he would decide to make a 1-hour, 16-minute video titled, "I was kicked from a $40,000 tournament." He'd upload it on January 18th and it would quickly go mega viral, being spread everywhere on social media. All the clips that we watched so far were from his video. But what's really sad here isn't just how he was disrespected by these people he had just met recently, it's also the fact that someone he considered a friend, Luciaza, someone he was excited to play with, also talked behind his back. I mean, this is what he had to say when he found out he was on the same team.
This is why I say, like, I do think Cece deserves hate. Like, don't get me wrong. But, like, she got the brute force of the hate. Like, she got an insane amount of hate for this. This Luciaza bitch, he was like... This dude, he was hyping her up. Kingsman was hyping this bitch up when she got drafted. He was nice to her and everything. When he found out that they drafted Luciaza, he was like, "Oh, Lucy, we're gonna have to carry, bro. We're gonna have to carry. You know, we're the best players on the team. We're gonna have to go crazy." Like, he knew this person, and she said the craziest shit about this guy afterwards. Like, bro. Be nice, be kind. We need to be nice to people, be kind to people.
Look at this.
Lucy? Yes! It's winnable. Wait, that's actually fire. This is winnable. We win this. This is actually doable. Me and Lucy are on the same team. $40,000 tournament. There's no way she's gonna throw. So that means we're gonna actually win.
Threw. She in fact threw.
Okay, Cece's got a good draft. Oh, he picked me up.
She was there during the scrims, by the way. She had nothing to say to defend him. In fact, she decided to side with Cece and Zaza Stack. And here's what she would say behind his back on her own stream.
Oh, fuck.
Watch.
I need this for my college. I need this for my college. I have about 6 or 7 more years.
Yeah, we were dealing with some of the most vile, disgusting...
Whipping out a
bullies
6'7" joke in the year
no
fucking
empathy,
2026 is crazy.
No respect, not just because Kingsman was a top 1 player, but because he was a human being, another person. But regardless, the tournament would still go on. Cece would be asked on stream why Kingsman was kicked, and she would again run his name through the mud with Luciasa in front of her viewers. Watch.
What happened with Kingsman getting kicked?
So, like, Boston pulled me aside and was just like, he was...
Enough. No, don't start with the 6'7s.
Disrespect, like, saying disrespectful things about the tournament, like, us as a team, and, like, saying we were gonna... This shit pisses me off, man. I can't, man. I can't. No, stop. Marcus, can I call in? Sure, Raven. Do you got something to say? You have something you need to tell me? Something you have to say? Should I risk running cats? No, don't risk running cats. I can do some off-screen grinding. I'm allowed to off-screen grind. So the rules are simple. I can't go any higher. I can off-screen grind to the highest possible level that I have. So, like, I think 24 is the highest. So if I wanted to, realistically, I can get all my Pokemon that are alive up to level 24. If I were to end right now. I don't normally do that, though, because I don't got the spare time. Hi, Raven. Oh, sorry. This is Gamma.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, this is Gamma. 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 6'7".
God, bro. Please!
Lose and all that stuff, and, like, Boston was just not having it, and so he asked me, and I was just like, it's kind of just like, if you think so. But apparently he was, like, muting in, like, while we were in Discord, and then saying, like, oh yeah, we're gonna lose, and these guys, my team sucks. And then he was talking about, like, how some other tournament he's in was, like, way better. And I think Boston was just not taking that disrespect, and low-key, like, I didn't want that disrespect either. Like, I didn't want someone on the team that was just constantly gonna, like, shit talk us to his chat. So I was just like, yeah, I'm fine with that.
But he wasn't, though.
But
that was, like, mad disrespectful.
But he wasn't, though.
Yeah, dude, how dare he do you the courtesy of muting himself when he's about to lash out, staying respectful with you even after you told him multiple times to shut the fuck up in front of a live audience. Let's also not ignore the fact that
We
when
need to
Basim
return
told her
to
he was
classic
intending
memes
to
like
kick
Moon
him,
Man.
she had
That's a
zero
fucking
protest.
oldie,
I mean,
dude.
seriously,
That's an
with
old
teammates like
meme.
this, who needs enemies? Now, in the timeline of these events, the video had gotten tens of thousands of views and then hundreds of thousands before reaching 1 million. The Marvel Rivals community was outraged at this behavior, and it was starting to reach the mainstream. It was clear Cece wasn't acting like this for the first time in her life.
Marcus,
She's someone who is generally vile, who bullies people all the time, and this was her first time being caught, the first time facing consequences. So in the face of these consequences, she decides to make her own response to Kingsman's video on YouTube. The result?
Stop
One of the
dragging out
worst
every
disliked
single fucking
videos
Pokemon in my
YouTube's
team.
history. Barely 24 hours after Kingsman's video got uploaded, Cece would upload her own video titled "The Truth Behind the $40,000."
This video's crazy, bro. She whipped out like the chibi, like fucking avatar, and then she did all like the cutesy voice. It's so awesome, dude. Like, honestly, like so awesome, dude. And it's like, you know, honestly, like she's just so, oh, she's so cute. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. Oh,
Dude is throwing it back on the bomb.
Hey, Big Aaron, thank you for the $1.60. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude.
It's currently sitting at 1,200 likes and 60,000 dislikes. 60,000 comments. And as you can guess, the majority of them are not on her side. Now, one of the first things that Cece addresses here was why and how Kingsman got kicked. She'd argued that this wasn't about what Kingsman was saying, this was about how he said it, how it was affecting team performance, how it was bringing down their mental. She'd then talk about her phone call with the tournament organizer. According to her, Basim ZB would message her to talk. He'd say that he just so happened to have come across a bunch of clips and messages from Kingsman which made him want to kick him. Cece would then go ahead and not object, but does admit that looking back, maybe a warning would have been enough. Now, I really want you to listen to this part in particular. This is her arguing in Zaza's favor. Look at this argument she's making here as to why Zaza sucked so much. Watch.
I want you guys to understand, she was gonna go 0-5 no matter what she played. Why? Because Kingsman was breathing down her neck in her...
I remember this part.
Guys, you don't understand. She was gonna go 0-5 regardless.
Man, to get out of the goddamn tournament at that point. If you're gonna go 0-5 regardless, bro, get out of my fucking tournament, bro. Get out of my fucking tournament. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Fucking bronze player in a tournament or something. I like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
She was gonna go 0-5 regardless because he was just talking in her ear.
Not true. He wasn't, by the way. He was not like berating her. He was simply just like every like couple of minutes, he'd be like, "Hey, can we get that swap, please?"
Ear for the last 30 minutes. She wasn't focused. She wasn't locked in. She wasn't going to play well no matter what she played. So you guys are like, that was her game. That was her game to show off. That was her.
I called it
that was
yay.
her chance to prove that it
What do you
worked.
say
No,
when
it
you're
wasn't.
happy? Yay!
Because during that time, Kingsman
What do I
was
say when
still
I'm happy?
down her ear. We finished that map and we go into the next game and we're still arguing about it. At that point, I have to put my foot down as a captain. And yes, I told him to STFU. But you have to understand, this is after an hour of dragging this conversation on, an hour of me asking him to drop this topic, an hour of just continuous arguing in the team. Yes, I finally told him to STFU.
This is why I took the time at the beginning of this video to show you these clips.
Hold up. Did Chud actually try to argue on the side of the women? He's gooning. He's gooning. Listen, man. Listen. Okay, let me just here. Listen, I get it. You know, I get it. Cece's got some juicy feet, man. We saw it. We all saw it, man. We all saw it. I mean, we all saw it. Listen, I get it. She's got some crazy juicy feet, right? But like, there's no way. I mean, there's no way, man. Like, there's just no way. There's no way. Tell me why she did this live, bro. Tell me why she did this live. Hold on. Tell me why she did this live, bro. Tell me why. This is crazy, bro. Tell me why, bro. Why is she doing that live? She's selling herself out now? Is that what she's doing? Try to argue that anyone can be in a tournament and Kingsman was overreacting. Okay. Yeah, anybody can be in a tournament. That's like fine. Yeah, I guess technically. Actually, that's not even true. Realistically. Because if we're talking about like gaming tournaments, like for the most part, like most of the time when it comes to gaming tournaments, you actually kind of need to have some background in the game. Like, let's say, for example, it's not a tournament based in like, okay. Actually, I can't think of a tournament for a game with like multiple players. Like, you can join like, you could do a tournament for Smash, but that's a single player event and you're not going to piss anybody off if you play like shit because you're playing by yourself. Had a Brap went out for you. He was actually trying to run defense for her saying that Kingsman was an annoying loser about him wanting to change comp. There's no way he like actually meant it. I don't believe that he actually meant that for a second, because unless Chud is just an old man who doesn't play video games or something, unless he's like an old man who doesn't play like games that are like competitive, because like I don't think he gets it. Like, he doesn't understand, because this is a tournament for 40K. Like, you have to understand, this is a tournament for 40K. And let's use this logic. Yes, you can make the argument that like Kingsman could just join other tournaments. Like, if he really wanted to win more money, he could join other tournaments. Sure, whatever. Bro, what was the tournament? You don't know about the tournament? They had a tournament. These people, they were in a 40K tournament. There was 40K on the line. It was for Marvel Rivals. And they invited like some of the top players to play with like average players, and each team pretty much got like a top player, and Kingsman got drafted to this one, and they were like assholes to him for wanting to switch comp. But okay, besides the point, Chud, because here's the thing, I don't think Chud gets, one, he doesn't get Marvel Rivals, he doesn't get this game, and two, he doesn't understand pro play, because here's the thing. This is a tournament, so now it is turned into pro play, where you should play with your team and work things out. Keep in mind, I said this earlier, there's scrimming, and in scrims, you're supposed to try new characters. That's the point of scrimming, is just try new comps, see which one works. That's usually how it goes. You're literally just scrimming and playing with friends, essentially. You're just trying new characters with each other to see what works and what doesn't work. The fact that she wasn't swapping out a Black Widow is, one, it's frustrating and annoying. And two, it defeats the entire purpose of a scrim. Because you're just playing the game at that point. Like, at that point, just play the game like casually. Why are you playing it with like him, right? If you're not going to try out new comps and see what works, then what's the point? You're ruining it. Essentially, you're ruining it for everybody else. See, he's a 40K tournament and not a single Space Marine was there. Like, okay. Chud just doesn't get it. I just don't think Chud gets it. I just don't think Chud gets it. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think he understands like how these things work. Because you're supposed to at least put in an effort. You're at least supposed to try. Like, yeah, Chud's right where like you don't have to try, but that doesn't mean that he can't get mad, right? Like, they don't have to try or they don't have to put in an effort, but like at the end of the day, it's like, well, then he has every right to get mad though. Like, he has every right to be mad because he just got drafted to a team that doesn't give a fuck. Then he has every right to be upset. He's just gooning. Like, Chud is just gooning. Chud just wants to, like, fuck. That's all it is. Like, Chud just wants to have sex with, like, Cece, which, like, I get it. She has, like, tasty feet. I get it. Her feet are, like, fucking delicious and scrumptious, okay? I get it. But, like, I don't know. I think the women were cunts, but Kingsman expecting the girls to play meta when the team originally formed from funsies was just unreal and likely ineffective regardless. It was, I will admit that it definitely is ineffective because these people probably don't play meta characters to begin with. But I do think you should at least try characters. Like, the fact that she was refusing to even try a character out is where I kind of don't get it. That's the part I don't understand. Because if you actually pay attention to it, Kingsman offered to play different characters. He was like, okay. He was like, okay, you can play your Black Widow, but can we at least try comps that build around Black Widow? And he was willing to let her have her Black Widow, but he'll play different characters. And they were like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. And it's literally like, okay. It's like, okay, well then what are we doing? Because at the end of the day, like, the other teams are definitely going to play, like, specific comps. They're literally not trying. These girls got dead last in the tournament. Or, like, second to last in the tournament. They were fucking horrible. They were terrible. They were god-awful in the tournament. But at the same time, the other one, who Kingsman praised, by the way, was a competitive player. Oh, yeah, Lucy. Yeah, the Lucy girl. Like, I do agree with the sentiment, like, him... I said this before. I said it before. He was a tad bit pushy. In my opinion, it's like, this tournament was originally set up for just content creators who aren't, like, massive pro players. Like, they play the game and they're good at the game, but they're not, like, fucking pro players. Like, these are guys that hit, like, high ranks. Sure. You know, they hit high ranks and they're good at the game, but, like, ultimately, they're not, like, pro players. They're not, like, guys who play, like, meta characters. They just play, like, what they want to play because they enjoy playing the game how they want to play it. Like, don't get me wrong. That is true. That is very, very, very true. But when it got made into a 40K tournament, it's like these girls at some point have to realize, okay, we have to at least give it an effort. At least try a little bit, right? There's like this aspect of like, at least give it a shot. At least give it a shot and try. And they didn't. They just didn't even want to at all. And it's like, well, that's not very fair to the people who are now in the tournament because there's a $40K, you know, like, prize pool. Like, that's not really that fair to them. You should at least give it an effort, you know? At least try different characters. Like, I don't know. I feel like when you play these types of games anyways, you should try different characters. There's like fucking 30 different characters. There's like 40 characters to play between. You can't try at least one other character? Like, you refuse to try at least like one? And keep in mind, she admitted, the Zastak girl admitted that she plays other characters. She said she was a flex. He asked her before the game. This is something that hasn't been talked about yet in this video. She specifically stated she can play Hela, which he was ecstatic about. He was happy about that. He literally was like, oh, you play Hela? He was like, okay, we can build a comp around Hela. He was like, that'd be a great comp to build around or something. He was like talking about how that'd be a great setup. That'd be a great comp to build around, blah, 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 whatever. I don't fucking care. Build around the goddamn whatever the fuck it's called, Hela. And she didn't fucking do it. She like refused to do it. It's like, bro, you say you're a flex. You say you can play different characters. But when the moment comes, you're like, no, I'm going to play Black Widow. It's like, what are we talking about, bro? What are we doing? I don't need another little rest, Granny. Let me go.
From her perspective, she's making him seem to be someone unreasonable, someone who can't shut up. In reality, though, the only thing he wanted was some sort of a compromise. In between those clips of him talking,
he was looking for a compromise, which I don't think is really all that bad. I think Chud is just
Zaza
retarded
still could not hit a single enemy. Again, dude, getting a kill in this game is the easiest thing you can do. You just have to assist. But guys, she had to put her foot down. She had to tell him to shut the fuck up in front of the teammates and the viewers watching. They're suspecting him in front of thousands of people. And by the way, if you're confused about her voice because she doesn't usually sound like this, yeah, we'll get to that. Don't worry. She's making this voice on purpose to appear more innocent. Next up, of course, I'm sure you've seen some memes about the vibes. She'd make this argument. Watch for yourself.
From day one, I told Kingsman, rule number 1, don't tilt my team, and rule number 2, don't bring the vibes down on the team.
Don't bring the vibes down. Don't bring the vibes down now.
Underestimating how important vibes are in a team scenario. At the highest level of competitive esports, tier 1
he mansplained. She fem
you will get booted from a team simply because your team doesn't like you. Even if you're performing, even if you're doing well, if the team synergy isn't there, you're not coming back for another season.
Bro, how dare you ruin the vibes?
Also,
how dare you? How dare you?
Also, this is another reason why I think Chud is just like is just like wrong. She literally tried to use pro play as okay. She tried to use pro play as like an explanation, and she tried to what did she say again? Let me rewind that for a bit.
Vibes are in a team scenario. Kingsman, rule number 1, don't tilt my team, and rule number 2, don't bring the vibes down on the team because we're going to lose. A lot of you guys are underestimating how important vibes are in a team scenario. At the highest level of competitive esports, tier 1 esports, you will get booted from a team simply because your team doesn't like you.
That is just not true. That is literally just not true. That is wrong on every single level. That is wrong on every single level. That is wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. I'll use an example here. I'll use an example because I actually watch esports. FlyQuest from 2025 in League of Legends. Inspired, they had a clip of Inspired talking to the team during Worlds, and he was flaming the rest of the team. He was getting pissed off. He said they were bots. He was saying like some pretty rude shit. And keep in mind, this is a normal thing that he does. He's very passionate about the game. He will flame you and be a dick to you if you're not playing the game correctly. They played the whole season. They did perfectly fine in some of their games, and at Worlds, they flopped completely. They flopped completely, and they sucked. That is not true. A team is not going to cut you because of the vibes not being good. That is not true. That is not a true thing at all. If you're good at the game, they will keep you. If you're good, they will keep you. Now, to be fair to her, I will say that yes, having good vibes on your team is important to some extent, yes. Having a team that works together properly and can talk together, like, and can work together is good in a pro scene. Don't get me wrong, that's true. But you know what else doesn't work in a pro scene? Going 0-5-0. Going 0-5-0 also does not work in a pro scene, by the way. Just pointing that out. Just pointing it out. You cannot win when you go 0-5-0. That's not how it works. You can't. So, like, I don't know. Get better at the game. Like, you know what tier 1 pro teams do? They cut you because you're going 0-5-0. That's what they do. They cut you because you suck at the game. Like, her using this explanation of like, actually tier 1 teams really, it depends on the vibes. It's like, no, it doesn't. There's like plenty of tier fucking 1 teams that have the most atrocious vibes, quote unquote vibes you've ever seen, where they like literally like hate each other during the game or in scrims because someone's like pissing them off. Like, it's common. It's common to see players get passionate about the game and get angry at each other. It is super common, especially in pro scene. It is super common, especially in pro scene. Why are you up so late? What does 0-5 mean? Like 0 kills, 5 deaths. Like she was going. Pro sports teams will let you rape if you're good enough. They will, dude. You can, dude. It's like I said, Inspired on FlyQuest last year was a complete jerk. I love Inspired. He's a fucking insane player. But holy shit, he was an asshole. He was a dick to the rest of the team. He was treating them like shit the entire time, and he was being an asshole. He was a dick. But you know what else he got? An insanely big paycheck after leaving FlyQuest because he was so good. And he's probably online right now yelling at them, screaming at them, telling them they suck at the fucking game because he's better than them and he's good. It does not matter, bro. He's good at the game. He can shit talk you all he wants. He's the leader, essentially. That's literally what is happening here. Like, this is a prime example. Like, Kingsman is your best player. You should listen to your best player, question mark. That's like the best thing you can do. And at the end of the day, it's like, bro, you win fucking 3K. You literally win 3K. What's the problem? Like, bro, how is that not having fun? That's what I don't understand. What I don't understand is how that's not having fun. Bro, 3K is a lot of money. I like that. Unless these bitches make 3K in a day or some shit, then I would take a 3K fucking bonus just to play a fucking video game and win because my teammate's good. Like, the fuck? It's so fucking stupid, bro. I don't know.
Even if you're performing, even if you're doing well, if the team synergy isn't there, you're not coming back for another season.
Bro, how dare you ruin the vibes? How dare you? How
How
dare
dare
you, as a
you
number one
fucking
player,
change
give
the
our
vibes,
team free advice
man.
to win $40,000 and ruin the vibes? She'd have an entire segment called accountability, but throughout this whole video, she never once apologized to him. In fact, during the scrims, she called him a loser as she was muted, right? And bear in mind, she had blamed him for muting and saying they were going to lose. Watch.
Character? No, I know,
Populo,
bro. Everyone thinks this
just
guy's a
die for an
loser.
exploder
King's a
like a
loser.
bug. That's just what happens.
That's such a good point. You're so right about that. And we're still gonna play Widow.
Now look, I don't know what you think about this, but in my opinion, this
Hi,
is the
Johnny, by
exact
the way.
toxicity that Kingsman was blamed for and kicked without warning for.
Why
so
you
as
up
I
so
said,
late?
Cece had a
Late
whole
night
section
stream,
called
late night
accountability. She also
stream,
had a
late
section
night
called
stream.
loser,
I don't have work
which was way
tomorrow.
longer. Did she apologize to him
today.
for this
I don't have work
absolutely
today.
blatant toxicity? Well, as you might have guessed, no. If anything, she
So I'm
doubled down on
chilling.
it. Watch.
I was gonna stream. Okay, I was gonna stream earlier. So I was supposed to stream earlier, but I got a massive headache. Like my head was fucking killing me. It hurt really, really, really bad. So I didn't stream earlier. I was supposed to stream a lot sooner, but now I'm a bit late to the party. I'm a bit tardy to the party, if you will. I am probably gonna get off pretty soon, though. Hello, my favorite sinner. How's your night? It's pretty good. It's pretty solid. We've had fun so far. Oh my god, not planting berries. I'm in a rush, man. I'm in a rush. Actually, it's gone terribly. I forgot. I literally lost Aaron. On my first battle, I lost Aaron because I stupidly put him... Is this a different route? Are we on what? Yeah, we're on Route 113. Oh shit, I forget Spinda's in this route. Oh my god, but Skarmory's in this route. I need the Skarmory. I don't want the Spinda. I don't want a Spinda. Oh my mama, I don't want a Spinda, bruh. Oh my god, Skarmory's a 2% chance, bro. Sandshrew wouldn't be too bad either, but oh, I don't want a Spinda, bro. I don't want a Spinda. If I get a Spinda, I'm gonna throw this modded DS across the fucking room, dude. The stream is gonna end if I get a Spinda. The stream ends. I'm not even joking, bro. I'm done. Give me a Sandshrew will be fine. A ground type is okay. I can handle that. 2%, I'd win. I'm scared. Nothing's coming.